Yeehaw! Howdy, foreigners. Welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive. Oh shit, it's not episode 8 anymore. It's episode 9. Let me fix that real quick.
Isn't episode 9 really just an extension of episode 8?
You want me to put episode 8.9? All right. This
episode 8, episode 8.5, episode 8 3/4.
8-2.
8-2 Brute.
Revenge of the Son of 8.
2 Blood 2 Drive. Yeah. Lands 9 is the episode's name. Anyway, all right. I guess we're on camera, so let's do this. Howdy,
we
folks.
should do things.
Funny you should say that, Soul. Soul Omen in the chat just said episode 9, as in the German 9. That's how I accidentally spelled it on the ad, and I had to go back and change it because I was like, oh, God, it's daylight savings time, man. I am exhausted. I don't know if all of you are, but I am as well. I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all tired?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, if we do call this episode 9,
Yes,
like
quite.
the German version, then we just make it Frida-centric and it works.
Episode
there you go.
I
9-9.
mean, I'll take more spotlights. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Also in the form of lightning from the heavens to raise even more of the dead.
It's true.
Yes.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening to me.
Except to me, except to me, except to me, except to me.
All right, so folks, welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive, y'all. Woohoo! Yeehaw! Put my hat back on. Hi there, folks. I'm your Marshal Kelly. I use the rootin' tootin' pronouns he and him, and I'm very excited to be here today because today we are doing Blood Drive episode 9. We finally made it here to chapter 3 of the first book, Bad Times on the Good Night. Welcome to episode 9. This is No Man's Land. Yeah, that's what I got. All right, so folks, welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive, the Wild West game where the dead are alive and the plains are full of music or something. I don't know. Where the stars at bright are big and bright with eldritch gods. Oh, God. H.P. Lovecraft's Wild West would probably be a funnier game. I'm not going to lie. Cowboys
Extra
and Cthulhu's.
life. Extra life.
Extra life? I'll do it for extra
Sounds
life.
fantastic. We should do that. Yeah, that'd be great.
James, guess what you're running now? Get to work?
Maybe.
Yeah, I bet you
Yes. I have to finish Longbottom Farm.
You don't get a choice now.
It's true. You can run 2
That
games.
too. We can,
I ran 5 last time.
All right. Let me put some thought into it.
Put some thought into it. You can customize your cast. It'll be good. Just take everybody here because we all have the costumes already. But anyway, folks, welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive. We are a little disorganized today because we are all super smeepy because it was daylight savings time for us North Americans, and we lost an hour of sleep last night, and then like had our moms call us at like 8 in the morning because I don't know. I don't understand I don't understand how time works anymore. But that's okay. I'm a streamer. I don't have to be on time. I just have to be here. So, folks, welcome. Let's go ahead and say hello to everybody. But if you're tuning in for the first time, this is episode 9 of Deadlands Blood Drive, which is an undead cattle drive, or at least it will be soon, that follows this crew of miscreants as they head off from parts unknown in Texas to get rid of a bunch of cattle as part of the Lazy S Ranch. S. I guess S if you're facing the screen. All right, let's pass it over. Do a big circle starting with Mike. Hi, Mike. How's it going?
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Michael. I'm doing really good. What is it today? It's Sunday. It's going to be a fun day, and we're going to go shoot some things.
It's a time to load your gun day.
Yeah, load my gun.
All right, load it up. Give me your bullets.
I'm
Who are you?
also going with he, him, and I'm playing Trenton Skinner today, the stereotypical awesome cowboy, and probably the heart and soul of this group because I'm probably the only one left with either of those.
That's not true.
I'm afraid it just doesn't believe in
Highly debatable.
All right, let's pass it over to Christa.
Hi, it's me. I'm Christa. I was
Howdy.
sorry, I couldn't find the page with the mute button. Hello, I'm Christa. I'm in the chat is CheeseFX. I use my root and tootin' pronouns are she, her, or they, them. I am playing Ida Driscoll, the also root and shootin' tootin', root and tootin' shootin', too many ootins. Ida Driscoll, who uses she, her. I'm very tired.
It's fine. We're all tired. We're all tired. And then can I get you to load your gun, please? Christa, get your gun. All right, 3 bullets on the board. Down to Millie.
Oh, yo, hey, what's up? It's me, Millsworth, and or Millie, and or Bunnyhearted in the chat, and at twitch.tv/Bunnyhearted, where I'm a comfy, cozy VTuber. My hoedown pronouns are they and them, or she and her, and today I'm playing Frida Heckmann, who's basically a Jules Verne and Miss Frizzle, except now I'm maybe Dr. Frankenstein.
Nice, I like it.
But like chipper about it. This is good.
All right, so, and your gun is loaded already, so I'm not going to make the click, 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 click. Here we go. I'll give you the noise anyway. All right, James, you are up. Wow, this shotgun loads a lot of bullets.
Hello.
Hello, James.
I'm James. Hello. I am James. I use he/him pronouns, and I am playing Thomas Catlett, our crawdad summoning huckster monstrosity. Yes.
Who's your crawdaddy?
What else? I love my crawdaddy.
That's going on my short
Let's be
list.
honest, though. Who isn't his crawdaddy?
Who's your crawdaddy? I still have to make the Hootenanny shirt too, so this is gonna be good. Okay. All right, James, load your gun.
Oh, yep, that's right. And of course, I use a shotgun. So
Oh, sorry, shotgun.
Kathunk, and 1 for the pocket.
All right, 1 for the pocket, and someone already bought me 2 Hurt Them Mores, 3 Hurt Them Mores, which means that I'm starting with 7 bullets. Let's go ahead and load me up.
And 1 for the pocket.
And 1 for the pocket, which I will represent with a little dice that I have next to my thing. I could have more bullets because the Marshal has infinite pocket space. Also, I've got some new Western music tonight that I'm very pleased to be able to use, because Western music for streams is really hard to find. You wouldn't think so, but it be. All right, so any questions, comments, or concerns before we begin? No, that was easy.
I like that your mug looked like a sunset in the desert.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Whoever did this released like a number of like palette gradients. So there's like a blue one and like
nice.
This is the nicest one though, right? Like it's sunny.
There's a really pretty one that looks like that from Bones that I want to get.
Oh, which one?
Very nice. I can't remember. It's one of their pumpkin ones, I think.
Oh, okay. Is it okay?
But it's like a really pretty orange gradient with the logo.
Is it like the plump pumpkin shaped one?
I think it comes in both. I think the gradient comes in the pumpkin-y one and the tall one.
Talk to me later.
Yeah.
We'll see what we do. So, folks, I also want to thank our overlords over at Ping, who are allowing us to use their software. So this is another test run today, just to make sure that we can run on our system. So if there's any sound issues, if anybody's coming in too loud or quiet, we're using completely new audio mixing today, so it might sound a little different than normal. If that is something that you notice, pop it in the chat or let us know it in the comments later, and that's something that we can give feedback to them. Ping is a fantastic company that is doing all sorts of new products for streamers, specifically bringing high-end conference calling, like high-resolution video to conference calling like we're using right now to do this, playing over 4,000 miles, 3,000 kilometers, something like that. It's a lot.
I think about 6,000 kilometers.
Jeez, that's a lot of it. That's more than 50 miles.
Yep.
So if you notice anything, let us know. But thank you very much to Ping. Go to ping.gg to find out more. We are not sponsored. They're just giving us some stuff because we're friends, basically. And yeah, it's nice. And Random Econox has bought James an extra bullet. Okay. Ooh. Raise your hand like that again.
Yay.
Raise your... Okay, I got you bleeding over a tiny bit into Millie's frame. So that was good to notice.
Okay.
I will just fix that right now. And
then
yeah, you're just kind of like reaching over. You're like, hey, how's it going, guy? How you doing over there? Oh, I think it was because I moved you because you were doing your James thing last game.
Oh, was I drifting again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were Tokyo drifting. Part of my shoulders.
As the two of us that have real bad backs, I feel like both of us are constantly like having to shuffle.
There may be horrendous cracking sounds.
I mean, it is what it is. There we go. I'm not vanishing anymore. All right, folks, you ready to start? Oh, was that Bong who did that? Sorry, I saw random right above it. So, Bong Master, you are instead the one who is causing the trouble. Understood. Understood. Okay. Good job, Bong. I appreciate you. Wait, why is there something still going on with James's... What is... Oh, okay, that's not James's problem. That's my problem. Cool.
That sounds like a you problem.
It does sound like a me problem. It's because I'm in charge of everything now with ping. There we go. I fixed it. There was a slight overlap, which means that there's a slight overlap from Christa. Okay.
And I was slow to load that bullet, but I have now. I don't know if it's actually popped up.
All right. Boop. All right. So, folks, without further ado, further adducts, it's daytime, and we are going to be heading into Deadlands Blood Drive. Y'all ready for this? All right.
It was a really, really tough decision not to make a very loud quacking noise when you said further ducks.
Further
Just wanted
ducks?
you to know.
That's okay. I'm fine with it. If you need to be a duck, you need to be a duck.
I'll probably give a duck or two later. We'll see.
Sometimes you feel like a duck. Sometimes you
I call foul play.
That's a party foul, really, is what it is.
Yeah, thank you. Enjoy the veal. Put it on my bill.
Welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive, y'all. Let's start the game off right. Now, after last game, y'all survived a... this is actually a surprisingly happy song for what I'm about to announce. Shit. After surviving another assault by Tosare, the rest of the trip up and through the Trincheras Pass, New Mexico, was uneventful. Now, sure, you done lost a couple of members of your posse. In fact, I'm here to give you the sad reporting that out of the original 14 ranch hands, well, y'all are down 2.5. Technically 3.5. Well, Bert Arnold bit the dust. The old Brit took a bullet in the side of the neck and I believe a tomahawk to the face.
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Well, that means more work for everybody else. And also, Fluke ended up getting shot and gutted to death herself. The next best shootingest cowgirl, who may or may not have been played by Kristen Stewart in the film, is now dead, as well as all of your romantic interludes that could have happened with her. However, Matt Clinton also took a deep gut wound that would have surely led to his death, if not for the intervention of science. Now, this science transmogrified him into one of the walking, talking, rootin' shootin' dead. The Harrowed. Of course, nobody really notices at this point. He smells good enough for the trail. His skin's a bit pale and he's hungrier. In fact, last game, the camera ended focusing on him munching down on some fingers that he found just laying around. They weren't any of yours, so what do you care? Well, from there, y'all continued northward. You bound the bodies as best you could, but let's be fair, there ain't really much place to leave them. So instead, after binding them up as best you could, you had a choice, whether or not to bury them there or try to bring them to the next settlement. Well, that wasn't a particularly easy choice. But what'd you all decide?
I think we decided to bury them, didn't we?
Sure. All right, so you bury them inside of the Trincheras Pass in New Mexico. Well, a few days pass from there, and honestly, the next thing you know, after a couple of days of hard riding and hard working, making up for those who had fallen, now you're out of the pass. The transition between Stepland is so quick that you don't even notice it. You've already crossed the apex, and Well, on the other side, you can see the wide open plains of Colorado. After a day of driving north of the pass, the Lazy S crew finds themselves in a bit of a predicament, though. You're riding through the day, lassoing, roping, doing your general task. Now on the road, we're going to find out what y'all are doing when this happens right now as you're headed north. So I would like all of y'all to grab me a dice of which type I'm about to tell you. And it is a 10-sided dice. Go ahead and roll that and tell me what you get. Starting with, who got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. Damn, y'all got high numbers. All right.
Sorry, I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5.
But, yeah, I rolled it when you said 5 at that exact moment. It was very strategic.
Well, you exactly have been set to do what you're doing. The cattle drive pauses to break midday. The sun is very hot, and, well, the road, well, the trail is pretty easy going. You got a 5. Anybody else get a 5? Okay.
I believe we got 5, 6, 7, 8.
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
I got an 8.
Okay. All right. So with 5, you take a break in the middle of the day, and as you do, you, Frida, have been in charge with helping Abigail and the Remuda. The Remuda being the horse convoy that exists inside of there. Now, what they need is just some casual brushing and some reshoeing. A couple of them have definitely gunked up their horseshoes, and a couple of them are it just happens in need of a reshotting. So what you're going to do at this point is give me a ride check.
No.
You can also do animal handling if you'd like. If that is... Wait, is animal handling its own
It's
thing?
worse. No.
It is worse than my ride. Technically, she now has ride. Oh. Okay, so I rolled an 11.
Okay.
That's 1 and a raise. Not 2 raises, 1
Okay.
raise. So success and 1 raise. There we go.
All right. So you're reshoeing one of the horses, a nice one named Bermuda, part of the Reuda, and Abigail standing nearby to you, kind of helping, brushing them down.
Oh, it's still so wonderfully alive. This is like blacksmithing in motion.
It's real hot out here, don't you all think? Whew. Sorry, I'm just very warm. But yeah, no, this is why I'm with the Remuda. It's my passion, really. I love horses.
I think they're fantastic beasts. They're very smart. They're very pretty. They have a completely reasonable amount of the feats.
I don't know if you
I
got the
wish
right.
I had 4 feet.
I don't know if you got the right word there. Are you sure feet is what you mean?
Hoof. The hoofs.
How many hooves do you think they need?
They have the right amount. She's going to visibly count. 4 of them.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, can I ask you a question? What's going on back there with with Clint? He's been acting strange. I know he got hurt in the attack the other night. But you managed to save him, right?
To be frank, I don't know. I think he was very close to the afterlife, to the death, to the becoming the worms, and perhaps he has a new lease on the life.
Yeah, he keeps bugging Javier for his stock bones and stuff. Like he's chewing on them like a dog.
That is just trails off to take some notes. Oh, so that is peculiar.
You don't think so?
What
I mean,
kind of bones? What kind of?
Well, we don't have much. Mostly hog bones. We bought the salted pork, the salted ham hocks that we got brought up. And a little bit of salted beef, right, for the ones who we had to butcher when they got stuck in the river a couple days ago.
Well, who can say? These things say.
Can I ask you another
Sarah.
question? How well do you know Mr. Catlett? Like, y'all are friends, right? Like, y'all came in with him.
As well as the back of my pants. Not very, but I rely on him.
You rely on him like you rely on your pants? So, because he takes care of your butt?
But it's a necessary part of the whole outfit. They're useful. But I don't really look at the back of my pants. So I don't know them too well.
You Germans have some funny expressions. Well, he's just... Between you and me, just a couple of girls talking, he has been forward with me about... I think... I'm not sure if he's thinking about going courting, or if he's just trying to get some trail rutting. And I gotta be honest,
Well,
he is a handsome
I
fellow.
did wonder if you knew him better than I did.
Oh, I do.
For some reason. He does seem somewhat smitten.
I do not know him in any form of my pants, back or front.
I suppose there is a difference.
Yeah, I suppose so. But is he a good man? He seems to have quite a predilection for gambling, and that worries me.
Why does that vary? He always seems to win.
Yeah, but what if he... I don't trust luck. I've lost too much in my life. And just the idea of everything that I work for vanishing in a roll of the dice or a bad card just, I don't know, gives me the shivers.
Frida's gonna actually have a little bit of a serious face at this moment and like put a hand on her shoulder and try her best to look comforting, but she's not very good at this. So that is how the world works. Gambling is, it is reality distilled into the roll of the random dice. At any time, a piece of rock from the heavens may collapse down and crush your skull like a delicious egg. You have to take the chances. If you don't, then you are afraid for no reason. You cannot control the outcomes. You can influence them, but you are never in control.
Can you make me
The worst that could happen is that, things could go south. Maybe he's cute, but he smells bad. Who knows? But you won't find out if you simply hide and you never do some experimentation.
Can you do me a quick favor? Can you make me a persuasion roll at +2?
I technically can. I actually have persuasion. She's not good at it, but she has it. Oh, I rolled a natural 6 on my d6.
Okay.
So I have success with 1 raise.
Okay, so you're gonna say what? Can you repeat the last few words that you just said?
Oh gosh, I don't know if I could. There
you
was
need
something
to-
about
You need to experiment.
that you can't control the outcome of the experiment, so you have to just try it. Who knows what could happen? It could
She's
be
gonna
bad,
kiss you.
could be good, but even if you Val? Okay then. She will kiss her back.
Okay. And she'll come out of it completely pink-cheeked and flustered and going, sorry, you were talking.
Same.
You were talking about all that experimenting and just trying it out, and I mean, I just.
Please, can I see this from afar?
Can you make me so Mike, you thought of something good happens and I spent that sucker immediately.
Amazing.
Yes, you can give me a notice roll.
great.
You can give me a notice roll. Ida,
Notice?
your gaydar goes off and you're just like boop, 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 boop. So give me a notice roll.
Yeah, it was. See, my gaydar was being totally swamped by Kristen Stewart before, and now that she's gone,
Yeah, it was basically just like flechette in the air, right?
that is 1 success.
Okay, so you're gonna notice that, right? Like silhouetted by the shadow of the noonday sun is gonna twinkle.
Just the sun with the sunset behind it.
No, it's noon, so that's.
Oh, noon.
But from where? Well, what do you?
That's
Would you
okay.
roll? Would you roll on yours?
Actually, no, that's even better because then all the like heat, like the mirage lines.
Yeah,
would be
she
coming
got
up
haste.
and
What did you roll?
surrounding
You
them.
rolled an 8, right?
A 7. A 7.
Okay, so you are nearby clearing out a rattlesnake den that is in the way of this, and you're like, pew pew. What? The snakes turn and look to you, and they're like, hot.
I'll shoot him.
That's sexy.
Don't objectify women.
Okay, I'm a woman too.
Doesn't matter.
Equal
I need to go
opportunity.
even more flustered mode Frida
Yes.
coming out of the thing. Just like,
Not.
I'm just gonna keep that to myself. It's all good. Continue.
Don't get me wrong. I still do think that Thomas is quite a handsome man, but I just was feeling sometimes I might have more feelings than I can keep in my hat.
I did stay and see the women's storm. This is the normal thing. It happens sometimes. I will have to go back to my note. I have some.
Yeah, I should probably.
I have some science to do this. She's just gonna stumble over words and like stumble out of the room, probably directly in front of Ida, looking like a completely frazzled and blushing mess.
And she's gonna blushingly go back to work as well, brushing down. Oh, come here, rodeo. The horse will make a horse noise. Brush, brush, brush. All right. So meanwhile, you're off clearing out a rattlesnake den. Oh my God. So, can I get a notice roll? Who got a 6? Who rolled a 6?
I think that was Christa. I got a 5. Wait,
Oh,
no, you
Christa
got
rolled
5.
a
I have
7.
6. I have 6.
Yeah, I've 7.
Okay. So
Yeah, I have 6.
So
Pardon me.
you
Sorry.
are gonna. So Thomas, you are gonna wander up at this point from where you were over at the you were over with the cook tent and the transport supplies, oiling and maintaining the tack and harness on the saddles, and you're coming up with a replacement for the couple of the Remuda horses. Like the one that Abby rides needs her like saddle replaced. So you were gonna come up to these two, just kind of like, it looks like they had make me a notice roll.
Okay, sure.
Actually, let me check and make sure there's not something else for this. Make me is empathy's not a skill. So yeah, make me a notice roll.
All right. Just wait for my thing to just jump up here.
Totally.
Notice. Okay. I am not terribly observant. I don't think this is going to work. No, definitely not. Definitely not. I have no successes.
Nice. It looks like they must have had an argument because they're not facing each other at all. It looks like they must have had some type of row because they are just not really getting along. Like they're like not looking at each other at all. And as you come up, Abby's gonna shoot you a look and be like, "Oh,
Howdy there, Abby.
hi, Mr. Catlett.
You feeling all right? You look a little flustered.
It's really hot out here.
Well, I do have that effect.
You do you got my saddle there? Look at what a good job you did. You're a natural.
Yep, all fixed up now. Don't call me. Hey, it was what's his name? I can't remember.
Javier?
Yeah, that's Javier. That's the one.
Well,
Yeah, he did a fine job. I don't have any skills with left.
oh, come on. I bet you're plenty skilled with those hands. I mean, you're such a good shuffler.
I do practice some, yes. Although I bet with all this oil on my hands from the I'd be fumbling all over the place right now.
Fair. Here, you can... And she'll pull out a handkerchief and hand it to you.
Oh. Well, thank you, miss.
You might as well stay nice and clean on your good duds.
Well, thank you.
It's no problem at all. I'm glad you're feeling better than you were the other night. I wanted to say I was real concerned with what happened to you at the river.
Oh yeah, them steer like really stamped on me good. Still got quite the, and he'll actually kind of like raise up the kind of corner of his shirt and kind of show off one of the hoof prints.
How good a shape is he in?
I think he's probably in pretty good shape.
Does he have abs?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm picturing. He like pulls up his shirt and like touches his abs, and like he's got oil on his hand still, so he's like oiling his stomach up in the sunlight.
It's gotta be like in Agent Carter in where she's like
oh, with Cap.
In Captain America, where she's like, oh, and then walks away.
Right. little bit. So, oh. I'm a little parched. Is anybody else thirsty? Let me get you something.
I was just thinking of offering you some water myself. But sure, I'll take a glass if you're going to go for a walk.
I was just gonna go fill a canteen over at the supply wagon. If that's all right with you.
Company?
That'd be real nice.
And so he'll like put down the saddle and cheerfully give a walk with her.
I don't know where Trenton is, but I've like whistled for him.
All right, so Trenton, would you roll an 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are hunting for additional food and fetching water for the crew. So what are you hunting out here in the middle of the South Colorado hills?
And it's like daytime?
It's noon. So let's do game Colorado. Let's see.
Probably a
that
bunch
just
of like
pulled up hockey.
gophers. Gophers or squirrels or like
Game-
varmints.
All right, so hunting big game. What small game can you hunt? Oh, birds too. There's plenty of birds.
Yeah,
So-
there's probably like
There's
probably
pheasant.
like really
Pheasant.
Grouse. Mountain sharp-tailed
Sure.
grouse would be around here. So why don't you
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a survival roll?
survival roll. Okay.
Okay, and that is your smarts, I suppose.
Well, on the bright side, it's not quite a fumble. I rolled a 2 on the other dice, but yeah, no, nothing.
Okay, so you're out hunting and looking for that, but the grouse really are pretty sparse around here. Mostly, this was just a distraction for lunch, so that like the cowpokes don't cause any trouble. Hey, you boys, go hunt. It'll be a nice little break at lunch to go out and look for stuff.
Probably comes back with a couple buckets of water at best.
Yeah, you managed to find a very small spring out there. You do me a favor, roll me a d20.
D20.
I guess you could roll me a d12 actually, because there's only 12 other farmhands that could have gone with you.
7.
Okay, so you're out there with Homer King, the huge guy from Tennessee out there. You know what I'm talking about, like the Michael Clark Duncan big man next to you there with his rolled up sleeves. And
He wasn't overbearingly talkative either, was he?
I know what he is. He's friendly. He's a pretty charming guy. And as you shoot, he goes, "That's all right. Damn thing didn't have any meat on him anyway."
Oh, I guess we could have thrown him in a stock pot or something, but
I guess, but I think your bullet would have been the size of the meat. Still,
Honestly, I think stew tonight's going to be mostly water, and be lucky if we get so much as a vegetable in there.
oh, come on. You talk like you never had hunger for dessert. You know, I know a man who's had sleep for dinner.
Usually, I'm pretty full by the time dessert rolls around. Save that for those with the sweet tooth.
That's fair. All right. Pulls up some like troughs of water and all right, well, let's get this back over there. And as you're carrying it over, he's carrying on his huge shoulders, like just like dude basically is like a bodybuilder in the 1800s. You're gonna hear Ida calling for you.
Trenton,
What?
come here.
What? I gotta get the water back over there.
Just-
Horses ain't going and watering themselves.
Oh, Ben, come on. Come on,
Do-
over here, right now. Come on.
It's fine, Trenton. I got the water. You can tell you what. Swing that pail over by the remuda. Those horses are probably pretty thirsty anyway.
I think Ida was like hunting snakes, so we should probably like, yeah, I'll go deal with it. Maybe she got like bitten in the ankle or something.
Oh hell. Well, you be careful out there. Last thing you
Oh,
want
yeah.
is a snake in your boot.
No, nobody ain't want that.
No. All right, he'll walk off.
What do you want? What do you want, Ida? What's going on?
Look.
What,
Just
what?
like super awkward conversation between the three of them. Abigail laid a big wet one on Frida. But like Thomas kissed her before to distract her, but she thinks I don't know if there's actually anything going on. Okay, I normally talk to Frida about this stuff, but she's in it, so I can't talk to her, so you gotta get in on this with me. And now they're going off to get water or something.
Well, seems pretty obvious to me. I guess that just means that Frida and Thomas need to exchange some spit, and then the cycle's completed. I don't understand what the problem is.
You're so much better at this than I thought you would be. Yes, absolutely, that's correct.
Well, it's pretty obvious. I understand how things work. Like, I came from a big family, so I don't know if those two even had any siblings. They probably spent no time yelling at, anyone else that drove them nuts, so they don't know how to express themselves.
What?
I don't quite see how those correlate, but I will accept this. But it's just enjoy this with me. Look how awkward they are. I just want to I want to giggle at Frida because of it, and I want to hold this over Thomas's head, okay?
Wait, you want to giggle at Frida, the one that's riding around on a dead horse that has like a dead dude like following around her? Frida, that Frida?
Yes, I need to break from that darkness to be okay.
Well, I only got one question. How do I help with this?
Oh, that's a good question. Is there a tripping situation where people fall into each other and just repeatedly in different combinations?
Well, I could go talk to Thomas. He seems pretty reasonable at the best of times.
This is fair. And Ida's going, I want to see that conversation. Yes, this is a perfect idea. I believe he is going off with Abigail right now to get water, though. So,
Well, I just got a bunch of water. They getting more water? They ain't getting water. What, the two of them supposed to carry a bunch of water? What are they watering? Petunias?
their love, I don't know.
Oh, well, then I don't want to go chasing after them. I don't know what they're going to be up to.
Okay, I will help you. I think I've dealt with this. Snake is here. I will help you bring this water back, and then we can continue the conversation after. Come on.
Well, I ain't facing neither one of them alone. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
'Cause
fine, I'll go with you. I'll try to keep a straight face.
okay, that seems reasonable.
I'll take one of Trenton's buckets and head back to wherever we're bringing the water.
Okay, so
Wait, were we supposed to bring it to the
no, you're supposed to bring it back to the chuck wagon.
Cool. We'll do
But
that.
the Remuda, I mean, the horses always need water. They're horses. They're pro athletes. They need some Gatorade.
Mhm.
Anyway, sorry, that was my. I just wanted to make sure that we were getting all of this.
No,
Please
that sounds
continue.
great. So you're gonna tail Thomas and Abby back to the chuck wagon where they fill their waters up. And Thomas, how are you doing this?
Oh, I think Thomas is, for the most part, is just being like nice, right?
Okay.
Like he just has this natural schmooze that he just kind of does all the time. It's not like he's
That's
directing it at being
Suspiciously nice.
right. No, I think he's gonna go along and just genuinely be a nice person. Like he likes her.
Okay.
Not sure exactly if he likes her like that, but you know, like he's uncertain. It's all up in the air.
Fair. All right. So, God. So, there we go.
You know
Just
what?
taking some notes, updating the cast of the Lazy S of our lives.
If he can't, like, I think Catlett will just try to befriend her and get to know her better.
Okay, go ahead and make me a persuasion roll. Let's see how well you're doing.
Sure. So I've got 1 success on that one.
Okay, yeah, so you're doing a pretty good job chatting up, just making friendly with her. And you're saying that there's a difference between the Texas Hold'em and 5-card stud. What's the difference?
Oh, of course. And you know
of
what,
course.
Like, so you see, like, yeah,
spoken like a professional.
It completely changes the game.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know these things, cast.
Do you not know the difference between 5-card stud and Texas
5-card
Hold'em?
stud is when you get 5 laid out. Texas Hold'em
Okay.
is you get 2, and then you make bets, and then you get another one in the river, and then you bet, and then you
Right.
get another one in the yeah.
Christa,
Okay, I
next
was
time you're over there
familiar
doing
with both
costume
of
stuff, teach him.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was familiar with both of those, but I didn't know the actual official names for them. Right, so I've seen both. Yeah. Okay.
Texas Hold'em was the one that got really big in the 2000s and is the one that's featured in Casino Royale.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of Tycoon recently, and that's an interesting one. I'm actually pretty good at it because it's in a video game. And I'm only good at card games and video games. I don't know why. I am the Blitzball champ, too. I'm just going to say.
Only part of that game I played.
Right?
Oh, Waka. Oh.
Hey, you leave the Canadian Samoan alone.
It's just, you got giant sword guy, guns, everything like that. And it's like, I have a spiky volleyball.
Yeah, Waka's got more balls than anybody. Anyway, I brought him in my party because I thought there was nothing better than hitting Sin with a 4-9 hit from a volleyball. Just, poof, 9.
That's true.
9. 9.
Loose change is the best move, and everyone knows it.
It's so good. Anyway, and he's got the hottest wife. Let's be fair. Lulu's outfit, mwah. Look better on Waka. Let's be fair. But those legs. Mm-hmm. All right. So anyway, so you're over there making a good old impression, and she's asking, little bits and bobs about, well, why don't we get a game going sometime?
Certainly, yeah. I actually, that might. I've been trying to convince some of the other hands to.
Well, you got something of a reputation, my friend.
See, that's the problem. You know what? You know what I should do? I should do a teaching game. I'll teach everyone how to play, rather than playing myself, since that might not be fair. But then it's an even playing field for everybody.
Well, I mean, if you're looking to win off somebody, I bet you could probably get Marley and Ashley out there. They're both cocksure, I think is the correct word.
All right, I haven't talked to them yet.
And hen foolish.
Sounds fine.
At this point, you're going to hear the chunk, chunk, chunk of boots coming up behind you of Ida and Trenton.
Hiding suspicious grins.
Oh, you brought more water.
Yeah, ran into Trenton on the way back. Figured I'd give
Mr.
a
Skinner?
hand.
How you doing, Miss Ida? I haven't seen you much today.
Been dealing with some rattlesnakes. you've been dealing with the horses. Has Frida been helpful?
Very helpful. She's really talented.
She sure is.
You'll get a slight snort out of
I knew that when we when we found what she was good at, we would really find it. You know?
She is a very multi-talented woman.
Yes, sir, she is. I think. I guess they got a lot of horses out in Germany. She knows
Also
her way
a lot
around.
of cows, but even more eyes, it would seem.
The Germans have more eyes, or the cows have more?
The cows have more eyes.
That explains some of what she was saying. That didn't make too much sense, if I'm being honest.
Never quite sure about the number of feet.
She did mention that.
Yeah. I think they have
I
some
was
kind
assuming
of...
that was some sort of translation error.
I was too. I asked her to translate that, and she said she meant hooves. So maybe you know what? Maybe German cows have split hooves, and that's what she's talking about.
Perhaps, or maybe she's thinking number of as size of, and maybe they have bigger, like Clydesdales.
When she's talking
maybe
about
they got bigger horse feet.
Hey, you know what? I know she sketches things. We'll just get her to draw one, then we'll be sure.
That sounds like
Perfect.
a great idea. I'd love to see some of her artwork. I bet it's the most interesting thing. I gotta be honest with you folks. I would really love to travel.
Oh, me too.
Well, you've been traveling all over. You've been telling me all sorts of stories.
Well, back east. I'm heading west. I want to see California and.
Now, California would be nice, but Mr. Catlett, we're headed north. Are you sure you're going
it's a
the right direction? You just stick with me. Don't worry. I'll make sure you get there.
Oh, I'll
right.
absolutely sure she'll get you there, Mr. Catlett. I gotta put this water back. I'll see you later.
Well, sure. Well, why don't we all come along and we probably need to be hitting the trail in a couple minutes anyway. Like, it's getting pretty late, and I see my uncle starting to get that ornery look on his face over there.
Well, I think we just have the 2 buckets. Trenton?
All right, and y'all head off to go drop those buckets off. God damn it. Okay. That's so
boy.
good.
And you were worried this would be a slow episode.
All right, a couple of minutes later, y'all finish your tasks, and Bill gets y'all saddled back up again. Well, need to be heading back out. Gotta push through. Come on. Sure enough, you head out. You spend the rest of the day driving north of the pass. And as you do, you feel that the mountains are kind of fading out behind you. Here, there's that's a little louder than I meant. Oh. There's less going on. The plains stretch widely ahead of you here. Patches of forest and a little bit of hill land here on the flat side of Colorado. In the distance, if you squint hard enough at the top of one of these hills, you can see all the way into Kansas. Speaking of someone from Kansas, if you are in Kansas, you can see Colorado from about an 8-hour drive away because it's the horizon going up. It's ridiculous and I hate it. Never do that drive. It's the most boring drive of your life.
I've driven across Saskatchewan.
Oh, never mind. Second most boring drive of your life. Up ahead of you, as you're nearing twilight, the sun is stretching down toward them hills in the west. Some buildings come up on your right. As you're droving your way through, you see that it looks like a small homestead. The hairs on your arms all stand up as you pass in a shiver Well, it's right behind you, ready to pounce at any moment. In this location, the fear level raises to 3. Oh, pardon me. I said it's getting darker. No, even darker. There we go. I love being able to do that with a button now. It's nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right? As you make your way up, you can see that, well, yeah, it's a homestead. Burned to the ground. Might be some stuff in the wreckage. Might be something interesting around if anybody wants to investigate it. Y'all are kind of riding near each other today, so what do you do?
Who's our handler, the main guy?
Bill Sutter, and underneath
Sutter.
him it is Will Smith, who has played
Luke?
Will Smith. Luke. Yep.
Whichever one is closer, I'll maybe shoot a whistle to. Go take a look in the wreckage there. Make sure nothing got left.
Yeah, y'all want to do that? You go ahead.
I'll look to the other 3.
Catlett will nod.
Yane, watch the side there while they're doing that. The Cherokee man trails backward and monitors that side of the. That's actually, wait, pardon me. You were riding toward the rear anyway, so he just covers your ass.
You go investigate.
All right, I'd like everybody to make me a notice roll as you approach. And you can do this at, there's still enough light. I'm not going to give you any penalties.
1 success.
Yeah,
All right.
I have 1 success, no raises.
All right. As you
Nothing for
approach, are the another for you? And are you going over there too? Trenton?
Yeah, I got 1 success.
Okay, sounds good. 1 sec while I just look this up. It is in the Deadlands core. I can already tell. Trait rolls.
The fear level isn't quite high enough to help me.
It's just edging its way up. Abby will help.
Yes.
I love it when I make Christa do a spit take. That's honestly, it's my favorite moment in games. I was very careful how I said that sentence, by the way.
I was gonna say. And see, I was gonna say I was just about ready to jump on that, and then realize that phrasing.
I was worried you were gonna say something else, but it's fine. Fear 124. Okay. Thanks for your patience, folks. Still learning the new system even after forever. Okay, fear checks. Okay. As you head up, let's see. So no one who got any successes on notice. Raise your hand. Okay. So that's 1 each. All right. You wander around. The wind across the plains whistles, rises up around you. A cursory look at the ruins. Well, you think that it was set to fire about a week or so ago? Still fresh enough. It hasn't rained since then. Well, as you're looking around, you're going to see that there's not much left in it. The place has been torched to the ground. You don't reckon that anything worth checking survived, and any valuables, gold or jewelry or anything, that would be too mixed in with the soot and muck on the unstable timbers to really go look for. It's not worth it for the life you'd be risking for it. But the 3 of you are immediately going to see around back that a tripod has been lashed over the remains of a small fire. 3 logs brought together like a camera tripod, right? Above the fire is a large, bulging bag made out of fresh skins. It's full. Now this bag is, whatever's inside of it is heavy. And it looks like these skins are cows, horses? Some type of leather that's been brought together and stuffed with a lot enough that the bag, which is about as wide around as, say, 2 people holding their arms in a circle together, like link and fingers. Inside of it, there's a huge amount of stuff in it. Does anybody want to try to open it? Because
can I make an occult roll to know if this is some kind of like witch's bag or some kind of
you can make
ceremony?
an occult roll. I would also allow a survival roll as well for something
survival
else.
Might be better.
So survival if you're looking away if you're looking at the bag. So do occult if you're looking at the bag.
What about knowledge?
What's your knowledge?
I'll be looking at the bag.
Okay.
Well, my knowledge is I don't know. I picked knowledge as my like witches training, and then realized I should have picked occult. But I've never used knowledge.
You
so
can
I'm
swap
not really
it
sure.
into occult.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
use my D8 then for occult.
That works for me.
Thank y'all. 1 success.
Same here.
Okay, 1 success. Taking a look at it. Does anybody here speak any native languages? Any of the indigenous languages? Nobody?
I don't
Okay.
think so. I don't have anything written on my sheet that I do.
Okay. So as you approach, the 2 of you are going to take a look here, and certain tribes in the Southwest use similar methods to kill captives. What happens is that they... you get a sense of the smell as you get closer to this. It smells like rotted meat. It smells like shit and bile. It smells like old blood. And you can see places where the leather has been scraped up by vultures where they've tried to get inside of it, but they can't because it's stitched too tightly closed. What they do is they take leather skin and they stitch a victim up inside the bag and suspend them over the fire. And as you're looking at this bag, it has sagged a little bit over the week since this has happened, but it is... The closer you get, the more you see that there's outlines. This is thick hide, but thick hide that has been sealed and shrunk around the bodies inside by the heat from the fire. The leather's constricted, basically making a bodysuit around what looks like 2 different bodies that were thrown into the bag together. 2 people screaming, fused together inside of a leather sack, being crushed by the constricting leather while they burn to death.
In this like burned down house, is there any kind of like a cellar that we can see without going into it?
There is not a cellar, no. If
Okay.
anybody wants to go check through the house itself specifically, you can go ahead and make me a notice roll.
I was mostly just looking for a hole without having to bury. Like I wanted to bury them without digging a hole. So
No,
that's all.
there's not a hole.
We don't have time to bury them.
Does
Well,
anyone...
we have the modern accoutrements. We can take a hole for them.
Yeah, we gotta do something. I mean, those folks don't deserve to be left like this.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to them?
Yeah. So Kelly, I think I could use burrow this way, right? To sort
Yes, you
of
can.
like dig a hole to put him in, using
Absolutely.
my big old weird sonic lightning gun thing.
I might
So
grab.
let's do that.
I'm gonna grab Trenton. If we can maybe do, I don't know, a survival or something to look and see if there's any tracks of who might have done
Absolutely,
this.
you totally can. You can do a basic tracking roll.
Is that survival?
It's survival,
Or
yeah.
is tracking? Okay.
It's survival tracking.
Okay.
Okay, so Frida, you can absolutely use burrow to do that. Pull out your device and your drill. You drill to the heavens or whatever.
So there goes some PowerPoints.
Okay.
1 and a raise.
I got one.
You got one? Looking around, you two are going to get a good sense of things as Thomas, you're kind of investigating this. You can open the bag if you want, Tom.
I think Tom would probably have some sort of perverse fascination. I think he'd probably try to like hook something onto the tripod and see if he can like drag it over.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Yeah, so he'll like toss a rope over and kind of probably might have to use one of the horses to give it a pull. And
Yeah, you can do that. Not a problem at all.
yep, and you will do that.
As you do, it's going to start to tear a bit. Can you do it? I want you to make me a fear check at a -1.
Okay, a fear check is what check again?
So that's going to be a spirit roll.
A spirit roll.
I believe so, yeah. As a free action at a -1.
That gives me a success and a raise. I got
Okay, cool. So
9 down to an 8.
Cool. So you are just checking something like this. This type of gruesome. So you have a raise, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you're a nerd to this. So the next time that you encounter this type of like horrible murder, you're just jaded. You don't care.
Okay.
You seen it. You seen it. You pull it down, and indeed, inside is a horribly twisted body. They were alive when they were baked into this. Why the hell this happened is beyond you. But as you're, there's an eagle outside. As your comrades are looking around, Trenton and Ida, you are going to find the tracks of, well, a dozen horses came through here. This looked like a raiding band or a war party, except Trenton, Ida, glancing down, there's one thing that y'all are going to notice right off the bat. Dozen horses. Shod. These horses all had horseshoes. And anybody with any knowledge of the tribes around here know that, well, most war parties don't ride shod animals. Unless, you know, they could do some horse thieving, something like that. But for the most part, why horses have plenty good feet on their own. If you're riding them across the plains, why waste the money and the time on keeping them shod?
Yeah, you're only shodding them if they're going to be on roads.
Right? All 12 of these horses had shoes. You'll both see that as you're tracking.
You see that, Trenton?
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mm-hmm. Army?
A dozen of them? I would expect more than a dozen, unless they were just some sort of small scavenging party. Who knows? Maybe they were scouting the area, but why would they attack these people?
Whoever did it is trying to make it look like somebody else by
Yep.
pulling that. Should we let Sutter know?
Let's not run off to him. Let's see if we can see anything else that we can back that up with.
Yeah. We'll keep trying to look around, see if anything was left. Might go back and investigate the tripod thing to see if there's any markings that.
So it's been pulled over at this point. As you come back, as you're scouting around, you're gonna hear a clunk clunk as the logs are pulled down by Thomas and his horse. Doesn't need to stay up. The bag hits the ground, and that's when it's gonna split, and he's gonna get a good look inside of it. As you are approaching, you're gonna see something awful sticking out.
Trent's
Steal
gonna
the
look
coat.
around and see if he can find like footprints that seem relatively fresh that from people.
It's been a week, so give me a survival roll. Person's going to be lighter than a horse, so do it. Survival roll at a -1.
Okay.
You can. I'd also allow notice if you're sticking to a very specific area.
One success.
One success. All right. You are going to see that there are some boot prints just very bare, but you're going to see the heel of a boot. Not that dissimilar from the one that you're wearing, to be honest. Like this is definitely like a cow boot, like a cowboy boot. And as you're looking around, you're going to see that the house itself, not only is it burned to the ground, but there's nothing in it. Even the things that you thought would be there, like a cook pot or hell, any type of strong box, anything made of metal that's worthwhile, it's all been stripped. This place was razed and raided. Someone came in here and they took everything, and then they baked probably the husband and wife alive.
Is there any like other places in this area that we know of, or does this seem like some kind of roving group?
Now, homesteads are pretty big. They the Homestead Act means that they were under 34 acres.
That sounds right.
Yeah, any number above 30 sounds right. Homestead Act, a 65 hectare plot. Oh, that's the Dominion Lands Act in Canada. Pardon me. Homestead Act was acres, more than 160 million acres. Pardon me. A homesteaders got 640 acres.
Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
And that was
unlikely.
Yeah, so they've got an entire swath. Originally in 1909, it was 160 acres, and then in 62, so a few years before game began, it was doubled to encourage people to move out west. So at the very least, they got 160 acres of land that's just theirs.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nobody near enough by.
Okay, this is some kind of roving something then.
I mean, it sure does look like it fits the bill here of what it's presenting itself as, but something's not sitting right with you. You think you're going to need more, you're going to have to keep your eyes open for this in the future, you all think.
Okay. All right, I'll go back to, I'll help Thomas and get the bodies into the hole that Frida's dug. Maybe get Trenton to help if Thomas can't.
Well, Thomas is probably just getting a bit of air. Or probably just, they'll like rework the loop of the thing, just kind of hook it over like one of the extended crusted limbs and basically
drag it along.
Yeah.
No.
God.
Help.
And they say you have to be you don't get into truly evil stuff till you're dealing with magic, to the dark magics, eh? He'll say quietly to you.
Yeah, my experience, it doesn't take getting into magic to get dark.
If we get a chance, I say we butcher these folks. Whoever did this.
Might be a big group of them. We saw 12 sets of hoof prints.
Huh. When's that ever stopped us?
Well, I don't want to start it if we don't have to, but I understand your sentiment. I'll kind of talk a little louder so that Trenton and Frida can hear as well. I think we should tell Sutter about this. We're going to have to keep an eye out.
Oh yeah, no. If they're raiding people like this, they'll be coming all over the place.
I think you're right. We shouldn't scare anybody, but we should be prepared. We don't want another incident like we had the other night. I know everyone's already on high alert, but should be looking out for lots of stuff.
I think we should probably be posting extra guards at nighttime too. If these are the results of what's going on in these parts. I'd rather have extra eyes when a lot of us are sleeping.
I agree. Hey, Frida, you don't have any kind of alarm system?
No.
No? Well.
Could do something with like, do you mean like a tripwire or something like that?
Something like, wait. What was that? I'm assuming there's a horse.
A horse is approaching. It's one of your riders. Squat and fat. Well, kind of a little bulgy around the midsection at least. One of the riders like waves his hat at you. Hello, folks. How's everything going? It's Clinton.
Howdy, Clinton. How you feeling?
You know what? I'm feeling right as rain. Right as rain indeed, my friend. Yeah, I'm noticing that, sorry, Bill sent me over because you were taking a bit of time over here, and I was wondering if I could be of any service.
I'll kind of look over at the bodies that are slowly being dragged and dumped into a pit.
What's that smell?
A damned tragedy.
Hmm.
Damn tragedy. Someone.
Best not.
Yeah,
someone came and seems like they raided this here place.
Oh, that's a terrible tragedy. It smells like somebody wasted some perfectly good barbecue.
Perhaps you should go let Mr. Sutter know that we are on our way back.
Absolutely. I just wanted to make sure you all were okay. Doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
And he glances down.
For your concern.
Can I get a notice roll off of anybody who wants to?
Do we even
who
need
wants
to?
No. I choose to be blissfully unaware. Okay, sure.
She did what? Critical success?
No. Oh no.
1 success and 2 raises.
Dang.
I got a 2 and a 3. I ain't got shit.
Double twos.
Double twos. Shout
Woo
out.
woo.
Okay.
Double 2's gang gang.
So you got 2 successes, Trenton? Anybody else?
I got 1.
I got a success and 2 raises. So
Oh shit. Okay, so,
3.
so Trenton, you are going to hear and see this. Thomas, you're just going to notice that he looks at the body a really long time. Trenton, you're going to hear as his stomach rumbles something fierce, and he looks down at it and licks his lips and wipes his brow. Well, I guess I'll pass that along to Bill. Y'all sure don't need some hand burying those folk.
Actually, how about you come on down and give me a hand? I got my hands pretty full. We're trying to hoist these bodies down this hole, and don't want to be falling down the hole. I could use another set of hands on the rope.
Yeah, you sure about that?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Hold on. And he'll clop over and hop off and go down and offer to give you a hand. Yeah. 1 sec. I gotta look this up.
Why did we zombify poor Clint McElroy?
Somebody send him this. Send him this.
Trenton's probably going to take the tail end of the rope and tell them to get up in front.
Okay. Oh, God. Sorry, just double checking. Oh, God. So many things. All right, so he's gonna go over and sorry, what did you do? You offered him a hand? Or you offered him...
Well, I got the rope kind of half around my waist. Just like looped around the back, and I'm like, here, you get up in front, and we're gonna hoist these fine folk down the hole, bury them right.
All right, well, I'm happy to help. Happy to help, indeed, my friend. Okay, so, all right, what can I? Okay, I'll help lower it down and. Okay.
I'll feed the rope out. You just kind of ease it in. You're gonna be the eyes.
That sounds good to me. That sounds absolutely, positively good.
Make sure you get good footing. There's all sorts of.
No, I'm good. I'm good. This, it's not terribly. It's not terribly heavy, really. Like it's. There. No, the fluid probably fell out of him. Oh, fell out of him.
Yeah.
Lowers him down into the ground. I'm gonna make a spirit roll real quick. Pardon me.
Oh no!
Oh wait, he's a wild card now. I get to roll 2
He
dice.
sure is.
Okay, so he's gonna.
Trenton's narrowing his eyes the entire time, watching them like a hawk.
It's a shame what happened to these people.
Yeah, it's a real shame. They really didn't deserve to die like that.
Now, did you pull them out of the? Are you pulling them out of the leather sack to bury them, or are you keeping them in that so you don't have to smell it or deal with it?
Yeah, I'm not pulling them out of.
Okay.
Just the
So-
entire thing can go down.
The opening is right next to him, and he glances down at it and like leans down just a bit, reaches for the edge of that sack where it's split. His fingers brush the side of the leather. Damn shame. And he'll squeeze it shut and like bend it shut kind of as much as he can and lower it the rest of the way into the hole. Damn shame.
Trenton will probably kind of growl half under his breath. It's probably a good time for you to say your prayers.
I'm not much of a religious man. You can take care of that. Here, give me a hand out. He offers
Trenton's
a
gonna
hand.
Trenton's gonna reach down and pull out a cigarilla, light it up. How you feeling, Clinton?
Like I'm in a goddamn hole.
Yeah. Gee, you're pretty far down there, aren't you? What was that, like 6 feet?
Oh, Look, if you're gonna be an asshole about this, I
I'm
can
not
just
being
get out.
an asshole. I'm just saying, how does it feel?
It feels like a damn hole.
And he'll probably throw the rope at him. It's like, here, I'll hoist you up.
Thank you. Grabs onto it and he'll start pulling himself up.
Okay.
Okay. All right, he's gonna crest the edge of the hole and climb
I
out.
feel like Ida's been standing off to the side with a hand on her pistol this whole time, just observing.
Mm.
Yeah, I think pretty much the same with Catlett, just kind of off opposite, just kind of like watching the whole scene.
I think Frida is completely inattentive and absolutely unaware of this entire situation unfolding around her. She's got Abby's to conceptualize. She's busy.
Mm.
She's just kicking at rocks.
like literally just staring at the ground, kicking weird patterns on the
Y'all
rocks, and, like looking awkwardly in the distance.
I'm guessing y'all are you're acting a bit funny. If you don't mind me saying so.
Oh, you don't think finding some good people being murdered like that a little on the shaking side, it's not affecting you like the rest of us? These are good people, salt of the earth.
Yeah, they are. Damn shame what happened to them. You mean to say something
Yeah.
else?
Catlett's just looking between the two of them, just like ping pong ball.
I don't have a problem with you, Trenton. If you have a problem with me,
Oh, it's not about me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew.
Oh, there ain't no
I
problem.
was so very.
you got a problem, Ida?
No problem here.
Your hand's pretty close to your hip for there not being a problem.
It's how girls stand. We stand with our hands on our hips.
Looking at her hands. Sophie too.
Well, far be it from me to tell you how to keep your posture. We're all friends here. I'm gonna go tell Bill what you found. He's expecting me. Catch up.
We'll be right behind you.
He's expecting all of us.
Yeah. All of us are going back. Let's go. and he'll head toward his horse, which is gonna shy away a second. Just try that. Yep, he got it. He still got it. Good. Okay.
I was gonna say you got to put him on the undead horse, and then
No, that would be helpful. I'm reading all the rules for him, and they're all ridiculous. It's like,
good.
And as he's approaching, you're gonna smell. He doesn't smell good. He smells drunk. Like he kind of reeks of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. That is ridiculous.
That's what happens when fermentation starts taking place.
Well, no, actually, out of character, I'll tell you that they smell like rot unless they pickle themselves with a quart of alcohol a day. That covers up the rot smell, but then they smell like a drunk.
Noted. We should get the horse drunk.
That works.
As Frida frantically scribbles in her book.
Just a bucket full of.
It only takes a quart for a human, so I guess like a horse should be 4 quarts, like a gallon, I guess.
There you go.
That's a lot of alcohol.
I mean, it can be beer, I imagine.
Yeah. I guess anything that smells strong enough.
Anything with an alcohol content. I'm assuming this isn't like rubbing alcohol.
No, question. Can we actually just pickle the horse? Like, if we had a container that was big enough.
Yes, obviously, you can pickle anything. What is this? This is a dumb question. Like, Kel in the chat is going to be freaking out right now because she knows you can pickle anything.
Or a threat.
Yes, but Kelly, would you pickle an egg?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard those are good. I've never had one.
Pickle an egg.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I'd have an egg.
That reminds me, I have booze for Kel.
That reminds me. I'm not going to say it, Cal. I know you're watching. I'm not going to say it.
We only talk shit about you behind your back.
All right. So with that, y'all head back to your the. You finish up and head back.
Yep.
Okay. Anything you do over the next day or two? You tell Bill, and he says, "Well, we're gonna have to keep our eyes open. That don't sound like nothing that I've seen going through here before. The tribes do that on occasion, but that's reserved for people who I don't want to say deserve it, but people who are more deserving of it than just a couple of settler folk."
Have you heard of any groups specifically in this area?
I mean, there's always people around here that have been displaced by the white folk coming out. But doing this, well, there's one person I think who might be interested in that type of cruelty and abject horror. That's that one you've had a couple of encounters with now. Tosari. He been brought those boys down on you while I was out.
Out of character, because they were from the railway, right? So their horses presumably would have been.
So the most recent attack was a bunch of tribes folk.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, the way that you've seen it so far is the Tosare seem to have been hired on by the railroad. And then after having an encounter with y'all, he keeps coming back on his own. After the first encounter, like, you're not seeing... Well, I guess there could have been a couple of settlers, like, that were the zombies that came back the second time. And I think he had a couple of riflemen from the railroad the second time. But this third time, it was just the Raven cult with him. All of the bodies that you found had covered in raven feathers, and so on. So, yeah. You said he came back again and did this. Well, I can't help but think that he did it, thinking I was here.
How would they got ahead of us? I suppose if they're a smaller group, they might have been moving faster.
Thomas, if you're there, you know exactly how he could have gotten ahead of you.
Yes, and he's not going to say anything.
Okay, just making sure that you're
That
aware.
one to himself.
Well, I know
yeah.
how he would have got ahead, but not if he had a whole troop. Unless they're all that. And I don't like that idea.
Well, you all keep yourselves keep a watchful eye, and I'll make sure I'll come up with a story for everyone else to keep a watchful eye about. Ain't no need to spook the rest of the hands. Some good sleuthing you did there. Let's pick up the pace though. Get out of this godforsaken no man's land.
Ida's just starting to feel at home.
It's true. Well,
there is one thing sorry.
well, go ahead.
There's something I would like to do over the next couple of days if I can. I wanted to challenge Frida to a sketching contest,
Okay.
and I'll put a couple of like random things on it, and then we will compare sketches and get people to kind of consider who's the better sketch artist.
Okay. So you
Sure.
so 2 nights
Draw a
pass.
cow from memory.
2 nights pass, and you end up having a sketch contest. So hold on, I got something for this.
Actually, to be fair, we'll have Ida come up with what we're gonna sketch.
All right. So that's going to be a.
I do have cartographer as a trade skill. I
Sure.
don't know if that's sketching.
I'll say
Could
that's it's
also
sketchy.
do-
When Trenton hears the buzz of this, he's going to walk by Ida and kind of elbow her in the shoulder. And he's like, you should get them to draw somebody who can pose for them, if you know what I'm saying.
We are very much on the same page, sir.
I think Catlett may have unwittingly walked into something.
All right. So how do you go and
She's gonna whistle over to Abigail.
you whistling at me?
Well, you're just so gorgeous. I can't help myself. Come here.
This triangle's about to turn square.
So she'll walk over toward you and. Yeah. How can I help you?
These two fine folks over here are gonna do some form of a sketch contest, and I was hoping you would model.
Sounds pretty sketchy. Okay.
Please have a seat. I'll get a
Oh.
a stool with a cushion or something.
Well, thank you very much for being this considerate.
Oh. Insert awkward mumbling here.
Not
Looking at
there.
Thomas. So what is the prize?
What is there? What do we have?
I have.
Well, this was Thomas's
pink
idea. I
slime
think you
from-
should
from
throw
earlier.
in.
I will wager it's the pink one.
Sorry, what is that?
It is goop.
I think I'm worth a little more than goop.
Oh, no.
I would have to agree.
No, this
Thank
is an
you.
alchemical concoction.
You say the sweetest things, Mr. Catlett.
You're worth more than goop.
I didn't realize you were part of the company. What?
Can we make
Oh, my
Dork
dear
Tales
Frida.
Valentines and one of them says you're worth more than
I'll
goop?
put it on the list.
Oh.
I can already picture the logo for that.
Yep.
Mike, can you make me a heart-shaped Dork Tales logo?
Oh,
Yes.
I absolutely can. With and without goop.
Yes.
Well, if you put goop on that, you do it in your own time.
Oh.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, my internet was getting a little crappy. Sorry. If you put goop on it, you do it on your own time. You're better than goop.
Ooh,
Goop.
woo.
Okay, it's on my
No,
list.
you're worth more than goop.
Worth more than goop. Okay, there you go. Got it on my list. All right.
I can't think. What's someone
Well,
cover
you've got a
someone's
good-
shift?
You've got a nice appreciation for mechanicals and the like. How about this fine Savards and Company watch? I actually have that. Aha! I actually
Pull it
have
out of a
pocket.
drawer in space. It's one of my card tricks. Pick a card, any card.
Amazing.
Whoa.
Well, that's a mighty big deck you got there. Sorry.
Damn it, Kelly.
What?
I don't want.
James has a large deck of cards. What? It's like the oversized playing cards.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Watch versus Goop. I think that's a fair trade.
What? No, I'm not trading for the goop.
Technically,
This is
the goop is read twice a day.
This is an alchemical concoction, and I do not even know quite what it does.
You know what? How about this, Frida? You're all about making these strange mechanistic things. If I win, you upgrade the watch.
I would probably do that anyway, if you give me the watch.
All right, let's have a sketch off. We'll work it out later. This is going entirely beyond the whole plan here.
Okay.
What was the plan here?
The challenge you.
To bring some levity to the situation.
All right. So I want.
So
to...
are we drinking for we do this, or?
Oh, that is a great idea. I'm gonna... Just like every 20 minutes, you have to do it.
Okay, we're gonna do 3 rolls, and
Okay.
it's gonna be a drinking and drawing. D&D, drinking and
dear.
drawing.
Yes.
Isn't that's like Mike's 20s and 30s right there, wasn't it? Drinking and drawing.
I was gonna say, stay tuned for my panel at Dorkex.
Yeah, drinking and drawing.
You can do it. Just don't say what you're drinking. That's all that matters to, I think, Twitch.
Yeah, it's just water.
You should just do that stream.
I think drinking and
regularly.
drawing, you could get like tons of viewers.
Yeah,
Today,
absolutely.
today we're gonna draw a dragon.
First, you start with the pause.
I said
Do
consonant
dragons
V.
have pause?
There's some consummate V's right about here.
Beans on the dragon feet. The totally regular amount of dragon feet, of course.
The precise correct number.
Okay,
I don't know. It's
so-
Wyvern.
Okay,
Wyvern only
so
has 2.
are we rolling?
We're gonna roll. I guess you're gonna roll your. I guess your
Can we make
career
arguments
skill.
for what we roll?
Yeah, you can make an argument. You can always argue.
Can I use occult because I've made lots of really weird arcane diagrams and of
Okay,
creatures
well then I
want
want to argue for science.
Because of an anatomy.
Yeah, because of anatomy and for drawing
Yeah.
out all sorts of.
All right, I'll do it. Take your power
formulae.
skills. All right, first
All
one's
right,
gonna be
so
best
let's
of 3.
go.
We're going to whoever has the most raises at the end. Does the best picture of Abby. I would remind you all that Abby has attractive as a trait.
Does
Does that give us a bonus?
Let her draw her with 6 eyes.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm gonna check out what attractive does. I believe that might give you a disadvantage. We'll find out because you might be
We're using our power stats for this one.
you're using your power stats. Give me one sec though.
Okay.
this
Track.
guy's a repair roll, so I don't get a +2, right? Even if I'm trying to repair my reputation here. No. But so I think that I have a success and 1 raise. I rolled a 10.
Well, hold on. I gotta look up what attractive is. Is it even in this damn? These are racial abilities. I don't care about racial abilities. I care about pictures of Spider-Man.
It's probably in Savage Worlds, wouldn't it?
I'm looking
No,
at
I think
Savage
it's in
Worlds.
core. It's like the pretty skill, so it's available to like every game.
Social skills, bolster
I know where it is.
command. Channeling, professional edges, alertness, ambidextrous, arcane resistance, aristocrat, attractive.
It's an edge, isn't it?
A +1 to
think I found it.
performance. She's not very attractive though, which is her fault. If she just put her hair up or took her hair down, yeah, that's how it works. Take off the glasses, put the hair. She doesn't even have glasses. That's why she can never be very attractive.
Needs a she's all that moment.
Yeah, so she's got attractive. Oh, she's got luck too. I always forget about that. And she's got big mouth, which I love.
Big mouth is also a crowning accomplishment for Frida.
And once again, to give you an example, there she is in the background. There, she is literally. She's literally just Karen Gillan. There we go. Or maybe Jane Levy. Jane Levi? All right. All right, so both of you give me a roll. Do it at a -1 because you got to get all the details right because she's that pretty.
Okay. So then I have a success and 1 raise.
I also have a success and 1 raise. In fact,
Okay.
I rolled a 10 as well.
Okay, so I need both of you to make me a reflexive vigor roll as the first shots go down.
This is where I lose.
Wait. Oh, I rolled a 6. Hang on.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So I have success and 1 raise on the vigor.
Okay.
I have a success.
Okay, so both of you handle the first round of shots. Fine. You're totally fine.
Frida, that's right. Sober Frida, that's
Okay,
right.
Frida, you're gonna have a +1 on your next vigor roll because of your raise. All right, make me another sketch roll. -1. That's all you got to take off it.
I have a +1.
What do you have a +1
Right?
from?
Do you say I have a
No,
+1
on your
my
next drinking roll. Next drinking roll. This is another drawing roll.
Oh no, I have nothing. No, but the -1, I have no success.
I'm going to spend a Benny to reroll.
Oh,
You know what? I'm gonna spend a Benny to reroll.
Let's do
Bring
it.
it on. Let's go. Get dumped on, nerd
Come on.
ass. Oh, that's better, but not amazing. Oh wait, no, hang on. Okay, it's just a success. I rolled an 8, so -1, 7.
I've got 2 successes. I rolled a 9 and I went down to 8.
okay. So you've got 2
That's
raises.
illegal.
Frida, you got.
I have success, no raise.
Okay, so you guys are about 2/3
James
the way
has a
done.
raise.
Okay, so James
No,
is at
no.
+1. So Thomas is at +1. Frida is at +0 for this round. It's all coming down to this last round. I need another vigor roll to take your next shots.
I have a success, no raise.
Okay.
I have a success, no raise.
Okay, so you're both still riding high. Give me this roll one more time. Draw and roll -1.
So I rolled a D10 and a D6. I rolled a 10 and a 6.
Oh!
Dang it. I've got 2
the-
successes.
The D10 didn't do great. So I have a 14 -1, 13. That's a success and 2 raises, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We
that
tied.
you're tied at
Yeah, I
this
think we're
point.
tied.
So both of your bits of art come out flawlessly. She's just kind of sitting there posing, sitting side saddle on a box, with her hands on her knees, legs crossed over. Little bit of her skirt riding up her calf, just above where the boot is.
The ankle.
The ankle, yeah, the ankle. So you're both about tied evenly. Now here's the question: is there anything you want to do to try to embellish with one last round?
Or we're like 2 shots in, obviously. Yes.
Okay,
let's do
so I need to know right off the bat.
Why does she have to be on a box when she could be on a kick-ass mechanical horse? Let's go.
Okay, and Thomas.
Oh, ooh. I think what I will do is I will like literally just kind of I do landscapes, so she's gonna be on like this stunning, like there's gonna be mesas and all sorts of like it's gonna be this pristine like sunset, but like
I thought you said maces, not mesas. So I just
Yeah, she's on a
imagined
mace.
pile of mesas.
Yeah, just like a whole bunch of armor. and
She's like
stuff.
She's Red Sonja, really.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Just
not
on a
gonna
pile
flail
of
this
dead
roll,
bodies.
okay?
All right.
I'm not gonna
First
flail this
off,
roll.
I need all of you to take your third shot. Give me vigor flat. Actually, you know what? You're 2 shots in. Give me vigor -1.
Curses.
Whew. I did it. I rolled a 5.
Okay, you can
I
spend
rolled
another
a
Benny,
4.
James.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's not going to kill
I
you
don't
until
think
the
you're
second
gonna
half
need
again.
them for anything severe or shortly. I'm
No.
sure. Also, I don't think mine actually went down, so I'm
I
gonna
don't
wiggle
think
it
it
back and forth again.
Oh, yeah, I gotta put mine down.
But hopefully,
Okay, 1 sec.
it's a
I
2 on
I'm
my
at,
end.
I'm at 2 right now.
so-
I'm at 2 right
Okay,
now.
I just refreshed it and it went down. It's reloading.
Okay.
All right, so you should be at 2 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. All right, dramatic pause. All right. So, don't tell me what you got. So, on your vigor roll, what'd you get?
I passed this time. I got a 5.
Okay, and you did pass as well, Frida?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so I want you to make me one final art roll. Do it at a -1, and don't tell me what you get. You do poker face, and we'll do the reveal.
I already rolled. I don't want to re-roll it.
Okay, you can keep that roll. Just don't tell. Do you say what it was?
Nope.
Okay, don't tell me what it was. Okay, hold up your hand if you got a success. Hold up a hand if you got 1 raise. All right. All right, lower your hand if you got a 2nd raise. Okay, so...
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Okay, let's try this again. Lower your hands, lower your hands. All right, so you got 1 raise. Okay, hold up, here, we'll do it this way. Hold up a finger if you got 1 raise. Hold up a finger if you got 2 raises. You guys tied again?
Yes.
Roll off. Roll off.
I think this is public opinion at this point.
Well, I mean, Ida's the one that's judging this, so really, it's up to her.
All right, so you both have fantastic sketches of her on like a rocket horse, and the other one's on like on like a proud mesa overlooking the Rio Grande.
Is that a rainbow?
You brought watercolors? What? So those little open like tins of
What do you
water.
think I've been carrying around in my pack this entire time?
Supplies? Didn't realize you were that unprepared.
It was a surprise.
Bold of you to assume either of us have any supplies.
Fair point. Oh my goodness.
Should we do a dramatic description of each and see if we can win you over through?
I think so. I think so. Everybody,
Sure.
Honestly, Ida, it'd be a simple choice. No matter which one you choose, the other one's probably going to hate you forever. So, I mean, the choice is completely yours.
I suppose I could say that both of them win, and that way they both win the thing,
Well, I don't-
which means
I don't think
Ada
that's
will
very
upgrade
reasonable.
the watch, but then keep it.
I think you should really pick a clear-cut winner in this.
You don't get to drag me into this. This was
You're the
them.
one
What
that got
did you-
chosen
why do
as
you
the judge.
I thought we were supposed to go sketch cows or something.
Hey, that's not a nice thing to call Abigail.
No. Trenton.
excuse me.
Abigail,
The
close
idea
your
was
ears.
we were going to make Frida draw the German cows.
Okay, this will be the tiebreaker. I would like both of you to draw me a German cow.
Well,
With the correct number of eyes and feet.
I believe the term is hooves.
There's debate on this.
how do I phrase this? You mean the cows I'm used to? Yeah.
Correct.
I'm sure. Oh.
All right. Oh.
What?
Don't forget to update your bennies, folks. I had to reset them.
I feel like this D6 must be weighted. Okay, that turned into a 1. But I rolled a 19 on a D6.
Oh my god! I think I was gonna re-roll with one last Benny.
Okay.
My
All right.
roll was not
Driver
good.
19.
Free to refresh your bennies when you have a sec.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
already did.
Okay.
Cool. Now that
It's only got one
Got
success.
him.
Yeah.
all right.
Apparently,
Hold
I'm destined to draw this cow.
Okay, so Thomas, you draw a perfectly serviceable cow. It looks a little bit like a Far Side cow, but otherwise good. Thomas Catlett was the great-grandfather of Gary Larson, so that works out. Your great-grandson will learn the way of the cow from you.
Cow tools.
And now, what does the German cow look like?
Oh, like a typical cow. Don't worry about it.
Damn it.
How many successes did you get?
With like, oh gosh, I have to do the math on that. So a success with raise 3 raises, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So a super cow. It has a cape.
It may as well. No, she's gonna draw like, you know, the animals from the other side of the, oh gosh, what is the in between called in this? The Spirit Wilds. It's like
The hunting grounds.
hunting grounds. The hunting grounds. So she'll draw creatures from the hunting grounds that are totally cows, but horrifying and with like an octopus butt.
Ugh. I'm gonna
But
lean
it's-
back to Trenton.
It just is the great old one.
No,
Just
it's
put
just
it out
great.
there.
It's
Side,
well done.
octopus hell cow. It's got a nice like cow pattern on it. It sort of looks like it's leaping out of like a whirlpool, but it's its hind legs.
Do-
It's
do I
got a little
have to make
bell
a
on it,
spirit
and
roll?
it's named Betty. It's got a label on it. So,
Why are its udders so long and dangly?
oh, that is because the children have very.
Y'all
sharp
better be
beaks,
talking
so
about
they
the
want
cow
to
and
keep
not
them away
me.
from the- no, I'm certain you're you know.
You speak very carefully,
needed.
Miss Frida.
If you had udders, they would be perfect.
They are.
I don't know if that was careful.
She'll adjust herself on the seat and go. Now I kind of want to see these cows now.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Do I have to make a spirit roll to
Yeah, we've
spirit
got.
this thing?
I need you to spirit it. Spirit it away.
Okay. My spirit 8. Okay.
Like it's
Too bad.
definitely some sort of horrifying beast that haunts people's nightmares. Like,
Of course.
Is it going to trigger some dark memory you had in the recesses of your mind?
No. Roll 1 and a 2. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use a Benny to not be terrified by this thing. That's not any better. I'm gonna use another one. Nope. I am destined to be horrified by this thing. I have failed 3 spirit checks.
Okay, so it's your turn to determine who wins. You're definitely like making a face when you look at this. You're like,
okay, but you see why I was so confused about these cows? Is their butts are like, they're so boring.
is that an octopus?
She's gonna grab the bottle that they've been doing shots with. And just. I'm gonna have to give this one to Ada for surviving with these things in her head.
Oh, there was a corral
giving
of
it-
them.
You're giving it to yourself?
Sorry, Frida. How did I get our name? That's how scared you. I have to give it to myself for
I
survival.
would
yeah.
still look really confused.
I give
I'll-
it to Frida to living with these things.
Wait, let
And
me
just
see.
kind of
this.
They're all around
wander
the
off.
facility with the expeditions. They're normal, but they're, you know, snippy.
So I'm gonna take a look at the look at the.
Yeah, it looks like a cow and an octopus had the worst baby you've ever conceptualized. And it has a little collar and a bell around its neck, and it's named Betsy.
Huh. Wait, have I seen these things in a book, Kelly?
Make me an occult roll.
Because that seems appropriate. Oh. Yep, there's an 8.
No.
And another 8. And a 7. That's a lot. I got a
Many
lot.
raises.
Many raises.
One moment.
23. So it's
I think it's 23.
5. Yeah, so 4 raises.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me 1 minute.
Oh god,
Cthulhu.
is it my great grandfather? It would really suck if it was my great grandfather.
Your great grandfather was a cow.
I don't know if you guys saw, but I
No, but
maybe
he
made...
might have been. Oh, which one was it? Oh, I feel bad.
So looking at that, you are gonna think that it is. I hate you so much, Lovecraft.
I mean,
Looking at
facts are
this,
valid.
you are going to see that it looks a lot like what you are seeing as Zok-Igua. This thing is one of these creatures that you've read about in your books, spelled Xoxighua. Screw off, Lovecraft.
For many reasons.
Can we get that in the
this one.
chat, please? I would like.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Oh God, I don't even know, guys. So looking at this creature, this is what it reminds you of. Oxygua, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Shoshigua.
No, a little Zoxy.
It's Josh. It's Josh. That's how it's pronounced. Josh. It's just like you run that through Cthulhu a couple times, it just comes out Josh. It is a three-eyed octopi parasitic horror trapped normally inside of Central American mountain ranges.
Thomas is going to have a really kind of look after. Frida, this is not a cow.
But her name is Betsy. She lays the eggs every morning.
What? What now? All right, y'all.
Abby, you should
Y'all-
come and take a look at this.
I
Seriously,
ain't ever eating another egg again.
I've been sitting over there getting sketched for damn near an hour. Now, give me some of that hooch.
I fully walked off with it. I am in the darkness.
I need. Y'all have anything? I want on what you're in on.
Trin goes over and pulls out a hip flask and passes it over.
All right, she'll take it. Thank you
Save
very
me
much.
a
Let me
swig.
see this cow. That's not a cow!
That's what I said. Oh,
Don't you raise your voice at me in front of this abomination. You might get its attention.
I was trying to be exasperated. Oh God, did you just move? Wait. He's gonna take the page and like turn it over.
It looks more like a cow upside down, actually. It looks like, honestly, upside down.
People kissing.
Upside down, it looks like a cow walking through some brush.
Walking through what? Sorry.
Like some brush. Like the tentacles look like a shrub when it's upside down.
Well, at the Institute,
It is
what
this
the
side
cows
up,
look
right?
like. Well, yeah, because that's the head right there. With the bell on it. So you can tell if she's, trying to break into the dormitory again.
You know what?
Thank you kindly, Mr. Skinner.
Here you go. Just.
Thank you.
I'm keeping this though. Yeah.
Trin's probably offering an arm to Abigail at this point. Go, you want to go feed the horses? I have a feeling the horses are probably more interested than whatever it is they just drew.
You had me at go. And she's gonna walk off with you into the night.
She will cheerily wave.
All right, and to leave. We're gonna fade out on the two of you, looking down at this picture. And as the camera pans in, it's gonna wink at you. And that's what we're gonna call.
I swear, it just moved. It moved.
Okay.
Well, no, it's just drawing. It doesn't. Good idea, so.
All right, so
Moving
folks,
pictures.
we'll be back in 1 sec. We're just gonna take a quick bathroom break. Don't go anywhere. Howdy, folks. How y'all doing? This is the part of the program where we are going to have all of our bullets reload. Oh, yeah, we got to do that. I always forget that when we move off, we got to do that. So, everybody, pop your bullets back on. We're going to talk to the chat for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to head back into Giggity Game. Giggity. Mine's still loading. All right. So how's everybody doing today? Y'all good? Y'all good on this awful reloading too fast? Well, then reload slower. Like,
I mean, I'm eating a shortbread cookie with like mini eggs in it. It's basically the best thing that has ever happened to me. So it's pretty good.
yeah.
Monster has started making sub flavors of their alternate flavors. So I've been exploring those. This one is Ultra Fiesta Mango.
What the
Truly a
shit?
day for experimentation.
Ultra Fiesta Mango.
For when your normal mango isn't Fiesta enough.
Well, I was confused because the Ultra Fiesta, which is the normal name of it, is a sugar-free blue, and normally has white writing, but it had orange writing, and I was like, why do you have orange writing? And it's because it has mango extra in it.
That's ridiculous.
Although they have a mango-flavored one, so I'm not sure why there is Fiesta Mango.
So Thomas,
Now
go
with
ahead
17% more salsa.
delicious.
The dance, not the food.
All right, James, reload yours, and Krista, you 1 sec, and I'll let you reload yours.
I
'Cause
only
it's
have one left.
It's doing that thing where it's super slow. So I will go wha-bam. I think that probably fixed it.
Boopity boopity.
Okay, that works just fine. I'm trying some new OBS settings to see if I can get it to work better. Soul, if you're gonna put the cow in your bestiary, it needs to be called the Frida Heck cow. All right. So, anything fun to talk about, folks?
Yay! We are. Have you announced?
Tomorrow.
No, not that. You announced the con, right?
Oh, sort of. It's kind of been a little. Okay, so, folks, if you like what we do here, y'all, I'm gonna do. Should I do it in Southern?
Sure.
Howdy, folks. If y'all never been to an online convention, perhaps I might recommend Dork Tales Expo. It is the rootinest, shootinest, 2022ist game that you could, panels and events about games that y'all should be doing. DorkX is coming. It is going to be coming like a thunderstorm on April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. So spend May Day with us. May Day and Play Day.
Mayday.
Yeah, so we're having Dork Tales Expo, which is a 3-day-long event where we do like panels, events, how-tos, give you ideas on how to run better role-playing games, how to do costuming, voice acting, all the stuff that we're passionate about. Art, there's going to be art stuff. And it's going to be fantastic. We're doing 3 days instead of 2 this year. And if you have any ideas for panels, if you're watching on YouTube later, please leave them as comments. And if you're on our Discord, drop them in there and tag me so that I know that you want to do it. But yeah, I know a lot of people joined Dork Tales because of DorkX because they found us and they're like, oh, these guys are nice. And we're like, yeah, we're pretty nice.
And we kind of know what we're talking about.
Kinda. Krista's makeup stuff is amazing. But what were you... Oh, did you see Jen's makeup last night?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Also in that, I saw that because they sent me a TikTok that they did.
Oh, okay.
So, yes. I am... Also, we have a TikTok now. Come find us on TikTok at Dork Tales.
Put it
Wait,
in
I'm
the
gonna
chat.
do that. I don't think I'm following Dork Tales on TikTok. Let me find
We
it.
just
I'm gonna
launched
do
it, so
right
yeah.
now.
It's really good.
Because
It's
I'm gonna
really
make you make one for Ida and Frida.
On the clock, but the party don't stop.
Oh yeah, every time I open the app, I have that song stuck in my head.
So what are you what do you want to talk about? DorkX.
I was just wondering if we talked about it because I picked up a costume piece from your house to discuss on a
This is
costume
true.
panel.
This
So
is true, you did. And then Mike has been talking about doing some like art stuff, and then James, can you reach out to Steve and see if he wants to come back for like Death Ray?
Yeah, I can do that. Sure.
Yeah, I'll reach out to Stu and see if we can get that panel, that paint panel going again, because that was a fun little like morning chill, like chill stream, and it's really
Yeah, I
good.
thought that was really cool.
Oh, yeah. There. Thank you, Soul. So definitely. Also, don't forget that Dork Tales is a Patreon. So if you like what we do here and you want to support it, it is literally my household income. So please go throw money at the Patreon. I promise that when we hit 50, we would do a reveal of a new project that's coming up that's pretty cool that I would not do until we hit 50 patrons. Well, we hit 51 yesterday, so there's going to be an announcement tomorrow during Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I want to do it at one of our big games, so be sure to tune in to that. And also, I'd like to remind you that if you help us get to 100 patrons, I'll do something really big. Like, stupid big.
Ooh, how stupid big we talking?
It can fold.
Is it a cow?
Yes.
It's that 35 by 50 foot lit sign we were talking about, isn't it?
Ah, right, of course, of course.
Just on the side of Kelly's house.
Yep.
See, now I got to get a photo, and then I got to Photoshop that. Thank you.
Yes. Oh my God. We gotta go on the other side and shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can make it look pretty realistic.
Just take a photo of
Yes.
anybody's house. I don't want my actual house on the internet.
Fair.
Obviously.
Okay. But now this means you have to take a picture of my house so that the people won't think I live there because they know you're.
Yeah.
It'll just
Okay,
be
but what
down
if they
the
think that's what
road
you're
near
going to
the
do?
water.
Shit.
Yes.
This is,
yes.
this
Exactly.
is an unwinnable shell game, is what we've done.
Spectacular. Yeah. Anyway.
Again, I can Photoshop it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. I might see it. I might understand. I might know it's a shoop because I've seen some shoops in my day.
Speaking of, check the Discord. I just shared a Cowboys and Cthulhu's image.
James, you got to write that down. I also think that this year we should do a poll to see what people want to see on Extra Life this year, besides like weird
Yeah.
things. Because I've been meaning to run a Doctor Who game forever,
Yeah.
and y'all made me pull out my Fez today.
Yeah.
So
That game you gave me looks very fun, and I might have to use that system for if we do another quiet year into a game.
I think we should. So Christa, do you have it with you?
I don't have it next to me.
So I
It's
kickstarted
in-
this
it's
a
in my
while ago, and I
bedroom.
wanted to give Christa something as a thank you for all of the hard work she's been doing. And it's a game called Lighthearted. It's a 1980s role-playing game.
It's like breakfast. It's like Neon Breakfast Club
Yeah, but with monsters.
with magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cute.
Yeah.
So that could be really good. Like, I love the idea of these like little indie games. I've been working on a new project for October that I want to launch, and I'm really torn at this point because I'm like, do I want to do it in 5th edition D&D, or do I want to do Powered by the Apocalypse because it's the easiest system to adapt anything to?
Yeah.
Where you're just like, all right, cool, you roll these things, the thing happens if you win. I don't care. I don't have to worry about spells and like rewriting things.
Well, you have to worry about bargains. For everything is a bargain. I freaking love Powered by the Apocalypse for that. I got very recently mysteriously gifted a hardcover copy of Hardwired Island,
What's that?
which I'm really, really excited for. It's a pretty awesome looking cyberpunk setting.
On an island?
Not quite. That's just the name of it.
Okay.
But there's, yeah, like it looks really, really good. I'm just going through the book right now. I'm pretty excited to give it a go sometime soon. So
Okay,
That's
let me know.
ponder on that. It's very much a like back to the roots cyberpunk intended kind of thing with a very like queer team and like a focus on the punk, I think, which could
Nice.
be pretty neat.
Can I, if I play, can I be a Canadian Samoan who throws volleyballs with my cyber arm?
You know, I don't see why not.
Hey man, how's it going? Yeah. I'm from.
I don't know about the accent.
It's Canadian Samoan. It's Canadian Samoan. Hey, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
My name's
All I'm going to be able to think about is waka 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 waka.
Weird, yes.
This makes me think of Pac-Man.
Yes, exactly.
Everybody thinking about Pac-Man.
There's cyber volleyballs that just start chewing on whatever they're throwing
It's just a Machamp. Oh. What else did I have to say? So we got some other really cool stuff coming up. One of the reasons that I'm trying to convince you all to join the Patreon, aside from the fact that it helps me like buy food, is that we have some stuff that's going to be coming up on Patreon, and it might be released on Patreon exclusively for a while. We've been doing our best not to have any exclusive content, but except for like a little like behind the scenes podcast, and but stuff with a preliminary release and a cooldown might be something we're looking into the future, where that way everybody gets a hold of it. But it's like going to the movie. If you can't afford to go to the movies, you just wait until it's on Netflix or, you know, a pirate site, I guess, if you're that kind of person.
Yeah. Well, and like Rooster Teeth does that. HBO does that with Sesame Street. So
Yeah, so basically,
I
if
think we can
Sesame
do
Street
that.
will do it, I can do it. Is my
I think
my
that's
rule.
fair.
But it'll be a pretty cheap tier for access to that on Patreon, I think. Either like the $1, $2, or $5 tier will be able to do it. Like, it's gonna be for like a lot of new content. It's not gonna cut down on the content that we're doing regularly. If the content on Dorktale's Twitch and YouTube goes down a little, it's not because of this. It's because I'm already doing too much and was supposed to do a game and a half less, and it's just me scaling back down. So don't think that I'm stealing content. I don't know what that would be. Just I'm not selling out.
What would otherwise be? Yeah.
You do more content than any other individual tabletop anything for free. So I think you can afford, well, you can't afford to keep doing it, but I think everyone will understand if you felt the desire to make more early access paid content, because like you said, it's only changing to early access. It's still going to be available eventually. It's just the early stuff is going to be for Patreon.
Yeah, basically, right? And then I'll rebroadcast it on Twitch and I'll put it on YouTube, so you'll have access to it eventually. But it feels weird. It feels like a super like, it feels kind of arrogant to say it, but like, it's like, yeah, like Dorktales has some of the, I think we are one of the highest volume like tabletop streamers, like channels, and I run every damn game.
Yeah.
So that's a little dumb. That's
well,
dumb.
and being able to and doing more paid content means we can hire editors.
Oh my god, that would be so good.
Like there's so like the adding to the Patreon content is going to make the free content even better.
Well,
so
yeah. Because I would love to take, because we're doing Netherdeep as a podcast as well. So like Witchlight is Twitch, YouTube, and podcast. And Netherdeep is going to be Twitch, YouTube, and podcast. I would love someone to get in there and remaster the RAWs and take out all of the pauses while people are thinking about stuff.
And like I've been doing that in TikToks, but I'm doing it in 1 minute at a time form.
Yeah.
And so that takes long enough, right? Sitting through a 4-hour stream of cutting those pieces can be time consuming.
Yeah. I would love to scale back. Some of the stuff that I have to scale back is just like, I can't because it's too big.
Yeah.
I've got some of my games. I'm like, damn, I really wish I could have this night off. And I'm like, I can't quit this game. This game's going to be going for many, 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 many moons still.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? Even if we can't get you to cut back, we'll at least get you compensated for it. So.
That's right. And then we can have more pizza parties because that's
how you get people to do things.
It's really strange. It's really how you do it.
See, we get you paid, and then we get us paid. That's how this works.
Thank you. You guys are very
generous. And I'm easily bribed.
It's very easily bribed.
But please, if you want to do me a big favor right now, if you're not already subscribed or following on Twitch or YouTube, reverse respectively, please do so. And go find us on TikTok if you're a TikToker. Because Christa has been absolutely killing herself, like coming up with this great TikTok content. And she's found some real gems, like going through some of our old material. You're just reminding me how much I want to be Markiplier. I have an egg.
Oh my god, I haven't shared that anywhere yet. I need to check. I had an egg to be a thing. I will post it in the Discord later. Because it killed me. Bong said, you need more DMs. Random agrees. Scaling back makes sense. We all want to just make sure you're good.
And I love you all very much. So, folks, we should probably get back to finishing this game today because I know that it's a family day right now. So some of us have some stuff after this. And we're all very tired from Daylight Savings Time. So that Dirge for XLR TikTok. Oh, that one.
the Master Baker.
I'm a Master Baker.
I had to walk. I don't ever want to hear Robin say creamy again.
I'm gonna set that as your ringtone the next time you visit.
No. Yeah, well, I'm gonna make I had an egg as mine. I'm gonna post that in the thing.
I think Kel already made that, so go ahead. Folks, we're going to head back to Deadlands Blood Drive right now. Thank you so much for watching and for all of your love. Don't forget to tune in to Dirge of XLR on Tuesday to watch everyone die horribly. Also got
Dirge of Excellent.
Dirge of Excellent. Dirge of Eggs Alar. Back up XLR. Question mark. I gotta send a poll out to people. All right.
God damn it.
Christa,
Yes.
are you okay?
Yeah, I just felt choked.
I had an egg.
She's excellent.
But you need to eat a pickle.
But I need to eat a pickle. Well, no, because god damn it, I was still doing keto back then, and my blood sugar was like my sodium and blood sugar dropping in the middle of Dork, so I wasn't eating properly. So I had an egg. It's fine. It was a boiled egg. I had it. It was good. But I need to have a pickle.
You had 2 eggs and a small piece of chocolate.
That's true. It was dark chocolate, so I was allowed to have it.
I have listened to that clip so many times.
Why is it so funny to you?
I don't know. It was just silence, and I had an egg.
I had an egg.
Me and Kel agrees with me. Kel finds it as funny as I do.
I know. It's my
I'll
damn
share it in the
Markiplier.
Discord so everyone can laugh.
Krista, can you do me a favor? Can you go back through on Facebook or go through the wrap-ups at the end of my Let's Plays? Because there's always...
Oh my God.
Because like the reason I stopped doing Let's Plays is because like it would take me like 3 hours to do a 1-minute compilation of the best moments from the episode.
Yeah.
But go back and watch like particularly the ones the Doki Doki Literature Club endings. There's stuff you can pull for TikTok on that. Also,
Perfect. Remind me.
the Call of Cthulhu Sunken City one's really good. There's this great moment where like I walk up on all of these people going, and I'm like, huh. Should have taken Spanish in high school. And it's just like the best joke.
I think
Also,
I remember that one. That was
it's so good. Beans, lots of beans. My favorite joke from last night. By the way, if you caught Breaking Tradition, the best joke I think I have ever like in a long time. It was my favorite joke of the night. I'm playing this like technocrat agent who's like for those who don't know, basically a washed up man in black. For if you know Technocracy, who played by Will Arnett with a mustache. Hi, I'm Will Arnett with a mustache. And at one point, Jen's character's like, yeah, the only reason I'm not a technocrat is because of outdated ethics. And he's like, oh, really? Okay, here's my card. And gives her his business card to defect to the opposite side. And a few minutes later, Jen's character like looks over and makes a point of ripping up his business card. And the best joke was he's like, oh, what are you doing? I have to pay for those. They don't trust me with the stationery budget anymore. And the idea that
send me the time clip for that.
The guy that was a super spy in his youth is now a 50-year-old, like washed up, mustache having Will Arnett, who is trusted with like nuclear codes but not the stationery account, is the funniest thing to me. I don't know why that joke is so good, but it's got legs. That's toward the end of the episode. Remind me.
Okay,
send me a message and I'll send you a message.
Also, I put the I had an egg in game chat spoilers for anyone that wants to.
I had an egg.
I had an egg.
I had an egg.
You're just so proud of yourself.
I'm a big boy. I had an egg. All right.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna keep laughing about it.
Christa, you are a delight. You are a painful delight though, because my cheeks hurt because of you. So good job.
Mine too.
All right, folks. Let's head back to the game. 3, 2, 1. Howdy. Welcome back to Deadlands Blood Drive. After the debacle that was the drawing contest, y'all continued doing what you did best.
Having an egg.
Having an egg. That's true. You have eggs that morning, actually. All of you have some fried eggs there. And Trenton, as you're packing up your belongings for that day, you are going to find under your pillow a bit of crinkly paper. It's a letter.
I will pull it out and look at it.
Dear Mr. Trenton, in flowing script.
Oh, crap.
I was hoping that... Wow. This doesn't start like that. It starts like this. Dear Mr. Trenton, I noticed the way that you handle yourself out on the drive, and I just want to know... I want you to know that I find you to be a commendable and talented man in his prime. If you would be interested, I have some things on the trail that I've been having a bit of difficulty with that I don't trust anyone else with. I'm hoping that together we can fix that. And it is signed Maggie Carter. Maggie being the bespectacled, middle-aged religious woman. You're reading this, and you hear a call from the chuck wagon. Hey, Trenton, you coming over here for your eggs, man? Should I give them away? They're gonna start clucking if you don't hurry, man. Come on.
Yeah, hang on. I will stick the letter in my boot.
Like a snake, it coils around your ankle. Did you do anything today, or you just let it simmer for a bit?
I'm still letting that simmer.
Okay. You have your breakfast. And spend your time getting ready. You head up on the trail. Before long, the time passes, and it's been 2 days since that last homestead. It, well, it still haunts you a bit. The dreams and the smell hang low at the back of your mind as you continue to move onward. Well, you hear a problem in your future. You're at the rear of the herd when suddenly in the distance you hear the sound of a rifle shot echo out over the plains. As you crest a tall rise, you see another homestead, this one slightly larger than the last. The lead steers begin to scatter and wander while several of the lazy-ass riders try to keep the animals under control. Can I get a notice roll from y'all at a +2 from the vantage point?
One success with 2 raises.
Ooh, damn.
One, no raise.
One success.
Okay.
Yeah. Same as Trenton.
Okay.
Mean.
One success, one raise.
One success, one raise. Okay. So, did anybody fail? Nobody? Okay. Okay. Pew. There we go. Sorry, just pulling something up real quick. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So, as you are looking up over the horizon, down, you're going to hear the sound of another shot, and then another shot. The source of the gunshots appear to be a pair of men standing a short distance from the front of the wandering cattle. Both of them are pretty large, and one of them is a big, bulky man, standing about 6 foot, 6'2", built like a strong box, built like a pair of safes stacked on top of each other, with a big chisel beard that reaches down halfway into his chest. They're at the front there, and all of the riders are trying to rein in the steer that are spreading, spooked by the gunshot. What do you do?
Can I ride at them?
Yep. You
Are they shooting at anything in particular, or
you
just?
think they're shooting in the air.
Okay.
Both of them are holding long arms, rifles.
Yeah, pull pistol and ride down at them.
Okay. it looks like 2 of the Lazy S crew. Let me just see which ones have gone down there to talk. Okay, so Ashley Lott, and Dawn Fields. So Ashley Lott, the broken-nosed, cross-eyed Gaston, and Ashley Fields, the widow farmer, head down there. And as you're approaching, you could see that they're in the middle of a little bit of an argument, and whatever diffusing is going on is not going well. Sutter is down there as well. You head up?
Yeah, I'm gonna ride. I don't know if anyone wants to follow me, but I'm gonna ride hard for them and then jump off the horse and kind of run up to them.
So he's kind of got his gun pointed at the ground, but in the direction of Sutter and the rest. So, what'd you say, Frida?
Is there any other like terrain around here where like a larger group could be hiding?
Make me a notice roll. Make me a notice roll.
Oh, I ain't got nothing.
Maybe they're behind the house, but you don't think.
Damn.
Okay, Thomas.
Well, she's just gonna follow right in.
Okay. As you approach, you're gonna hear one of the strangers shouting, "I'll be damned if I let you trample my fields with a bunch of stinking Texas cows. It ain't enough we gotta contend with the border raiders from New Mexico, homegrown guerrillas, Injun raiders, and Galt's bunch, but you want to be dragging 1,000 head of cattle through our land? Ain't no way that's happening, mister. I'll stampede them cows all the way back to Santa Fe if I have to." What do you do?
I'm gonna step forward. Excuse me, gentlemen. I don't believe we need to have this much of a hullabaloo. I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
Agreement? I don't know who the hell you are. I don't know why y'all
I'm out of Driscoll, and I would very much like to be your friend. I'm gonna reach a hand out and cast Beguile.
Okay. All right. So, how does that work again?
It's an opposed spirit roll.
Okay, let me just pull their stats real quick.
And the target would improve depending on my casting.
Okay. So this is a contested roll?
Yeah.
Okay. And... Okay. Alright.
1 and 2 raises.
Oh, damn. Okay, so I got 1, which is pretty good. So this is the man you're looking at.
Fabulous. I'm gonna play very demure. So with a raise, he becomes two levels better.
I'm just gonna check the persuasion chart real quick. Persuasion.
Yeah, he or she has free will, but is genuinely enamored and wants to do whatever she can do to please her.
Okay, just checking the persuasion chart real quick. Okay, just check the damn index, Kelly. It's faster. Persuasion. They didn't. Damn it! They don't actually have it in the index. It's not faster.
Of course.
The one time I trust an index.
It's. Is it attitude?
Yeah, what's the attitude?
Oh, see the reaction table accompanying persuasion in Savage Worlds. So maybe look up reaction.
Okay, hold on. I'm just going to flip through real quick. Persuasion. Okay, got it. So they go up 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, actually, no, that's not terrible, actually. He takes a look at you.
She'll take her hat off.
He'll wipe his gloved hand in his pants, and Gail Fairley.
Pleasure
Gail
to meet you,
Farley.
Mr. Fairley.
Farley.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Farley. Now, what seems to be the problem?
Well, look, my brother and I have had quite a go recently. This homestead is all we got, and like I said, we got raiders coming through here. We got border raiders from New Mexico. We got guerrillas going around here, like bandito guerrillas. Raiding parties coming out of the indigenous tribe lands. And we also got that son of a bitch Galt kicking up around here.
Gull?
Galt.
Galt.
Galt. He's a dirty former border raider with a couple dozen gunmen. Locals say he might have pitched in back. Locals might have pitched in against him, but he's got connections in Black River. None of us need that kind of trouble. You hear about the Wichita witches?
I have heard in passing, yes.
Yeah, no thank you, sir. I ain't keen on being blasted or turned into some kind of toad or nothing.
I can imagine why. So, we just want to pass through. We don't want to impede on any of your land. We don't want to risk any of your homestead. We're just trying to get through past you.
Well,
That can't be too much of a problem.
Well, he turns and looks at his brother. His brother looks over back at him and says, I think that's probably fair for a toll. About, what, 500? No, it's my brother. It's Earl. Shit. Sorry, ma'am. You folks are just trying to do your best. You, keep them in line and keep them clear of any of our crops. Okay?
Absolutely.
I'll let y'all pass. Gale, you, for whatever you think is fair. But
I'll look back at Sutter.
I mean, you done spooked our horses. You done spooked our cows. Fair. Why don't we call it even? And we go about our days.
I'll take a step slightly closer to Earl and cast Beguile.
Okay.
And say, I think that seems perfectly fair.
Yeah. Did you get any successes?
1.
Cool.
Should I re-roll? I haven't been left.
I think that's probably a good idea. I mean, y'all just nice folks.
We're all just trying to make our way in this hard world.
Yeah, well, this world ain't got place for any kindly folks, so y'all take care of yourselves. Free's fine. If you want, you could draw some actual decent water from our well for y'all, not enough for the entire herd. But,
That would be so appreciated, Mr. Farley.
absolutely, Miss, pardon me.
Driscoll.
Driscoll. You're heading north, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Y'all take care. You be safe. I don't know what's going on, but Galt is, well, let's just say, ain't a night around here where it doesn't seem like we have to fight off some type of raider.
Well, we will definitely keep our eyes open.
Yeah. You coming from south, you said? Came straight that way?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any problem with the Anderson's farm? Sly Anderson needs to grow a backbone.
I don't believe he has need of it anymore. Did you know them?
Oh, you know your neighbors?
She'll kind of take his hand and pat the back of it.
What happened?
Their farm was razed. And they were killed. It was a larger group, we think, though. Does Galt bring a lot with him?
He's got a few hired guns.
Up to a dozen?
I wouldn't doubt it. Man pays. He pays the scum of the earth with him.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all be careful. This man Galt, apparently he's some type of hero from the war or villain from the war, depending on which side you were on. I ain't heard which side he was actually on. The man's a mean son of a bitch, pardon my language, and, well, he's a killer. We know he's probably going to come for our land sometime, but I've heard tell of him and his gang slaughtering entire settlements to the north. I figure it's only a matter of time, and that's why we shot at y'all.
Completely understandable given the situation. No hard feelings between any of this, I'm sure.
You just do your best to keep out of range of that, that damn black gun of his.
I absolutely will. Thank you.
Ain't no problem. You like pie, Miss Driscoll? Says the other brother.
Why, yes, I do, Earl.
But, well, while y'all are getting your cattle back up and running, would you like to come in for a piece of pie?
Well, that would be just lovely, but I do need to get back. I am one of the hands myself.
Otto, you hear a voice behind you. Sutter looks down at you from his horse. Don't make the man ask twice. Go enjoy some pie.
Of course, sir.
All right, so you go in and enjoy some seduction pie.
Wonderful.
They're not going to get anywhere with it, but still, they'll try.
No.
Earl's looking for...
They'll get many good smiles and good flirts. Are we going to be off this land by sunup?
It's a couple hundred acres, so you can, yeah. You absolutely can get off here by sunup. If you push through, shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, yeah, just because the power wears off at sunset.
Okay.
And I don't think it's like Charm Person where they automatically get mad and like come after you, but they won't be as enamored with me. So
that's fair.
If we're still on their property, it might be a problem. But if we can get out of there in time,
that works for me. All right, so no problem there at all. You have some pie. The rest of you all get ready to head out. Okay. You have an interesting time with the Farley brothers, and before long, you're heading out again. A couple more days of awkwardness pass on the trail. Strange things and stranger bedfellows. Well, perhaps not bedfellows, but stranger travel companions. You can see that there's more trouble brewing between a couple people inside of the camp. And, oh, pardon me, make me one sec. Okay. Against all odds, it looks like Alonzo is still fighting for his life. However, Ollie Franklin, or the fight picker, seems to have got a bit of a little more off he can chew when he decides that Homer King has taken his favorite spot around the campfire. He tries picking a fight with the big man, which the man initially resists, before dropping some colorful language that's not to be repeated inside the presence of civilized society, that is perhaps based on his complexion. Homer smiles up at him in the dark of the night, the firelight glimmering off his teeth like stars themselves. And he says, left or right? What are you talking about, left or right? There's not... All right, I'll pick. And with that, he reaches forward into the fireplace faster than a rattlesnake, grabs one of the logs that has been thrown on there, and brings it down on his exposed bootless toe of his right foot. Ollie yelps and runs off into the darkness, hopping on one foot like a cat that just got caught by a rocking chair. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all are probably cold. He puts the fire back together, tossing the log back on.
Trying not to laugh.
Miss Ida, you don't need to hold that in on my account. It was damn funny. I'm a funny man.
That you are.
Now, Mr. Catlett, you said you were going to say something about, I heard that you were going to teach us how to play an interesting game of cards.
Well, I think that's, I think that was somewhat of the plan, if folk are interested.
You know what? I'm feeling lucky tonight.
All right, then. And, yeah, Catlett will just kind of, just make a deck appear from almost nowhere. Just has one.
All right. Anybody wants to get on this? Let's just do a quick gambling check, like just to see how it goes over the scene.
Sure.
Okay. So
I'm sure Catlett will be
is
kicking
gambling
himself
a
because he'll be
skill
kind of
that
like
It is.
standing
don't
over this
have?
thing, like twitching.
So it's gambling. Gambling is under smarts, I think.
Gambling is a skill on its own. It is a smart skill, yeah.
Yeah, I rolled snake eyes.
Okay. I got a 3. Okay.
I'm going to
and,
be watching and chuckling to myself.
Trenton, are you playing?
You're not getting in there, Ida?
Yeah, my first roll, I rolled I'm rolling 4 on the smarts
Mhm.
because I don't have gambling, but I rolled a 6 and a 4 right out of the gate.
Okay.
Then
So you got a total
Then I
of...
rolled another 4 on the 4-sided dice. Then I rolled a third 4, and then I just rolled a 3.
Okay.
So what's that? Like,
So you take a -2 if you don't have the skill, but besides that...
yeah.
Still.
Okay, so all right, so you're gonna actually, Trenton, you're gonna kick ass that night. The other person that joins the game is gonna be Maggie Carter. Actually, sits down and goes to play with y'all, and she actually does pretty well. She gets a 6 out of there. Homer gets a 3. He is definitely not lucky, and he loses a couple of pennies to this game, if there's any gambling at all. And
There would be gambling.
oh, now, sir,
Uh-oh.
Maggie Carter says,
What are we gambling?
You
Pennies?
are... Yeah, you're gambling with my pennies now, Homer says with a laugh. I'm tapped out for this one. It's a fun game, though. I like it.
Would
Maggie
would
Carter.
anyone
thinks.
mind if I sit in?
Well, Mr. Catlett, so long as you are, so long as y'all are, well, not at all, sir. Thank you very much. You're quite a teacher. Mr. Skinner seems to have learned very well.
No, it's all raw talent from my part.
Well, let's see if we can keep that talent up with Mr. Catlett here. All right, give me one more gambling check, everybody.
As usual, I will cut the cards.
Pull out your knife. Just...
Nothing.
Okay, I got a 3.
Last time I got 2 1s. This time I got 2 2s.
I'm like rolling the minimum number of dice, and I just rolled a 6 and a 4 again, so they just blew up again. I don't know what it is with me and gambling.
Okay, I just rolled a 9 by spending a Benny, so I've got 1 raise on Maggie.
I have a 19.
I'm at a 14.
I
Sorry,
just
what are you
imagine this
saying?
being like the.
What'd you get, Trista? You got 2 raises? You're muted, by the way.
I didn't get anything. I was just counting everybody.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so Maggie's going to do pretty well, but Thomas, you're going to come away with about $1 silver richer by the end of this. Well, sir, you are quite good at that deck handling.
It's not about the deck handling. It's all about luring in your opponent. See how I kind of just incrementally went up by my small amounts. I lured Mr. Trenton in until I.
By that, he means he's got 2 cards up his sleeve and 1 down his boot.
Hey, Trenton, I do not have cards down my sleeves.
Not
The
now,
only
we
way
played them
to
all.
know for sure, you'll hear over your shoulder as Abigail walks by. Y'all need to play for shirts and skins.
I'm down if you
How
are.
does that
I
work?
knew I left him on a reason.
Do we win a skin? Ugh.
Depends how well you win, Abby's gonna say, and just wander off.
What? You're not going to join us, Abby? Come on, you can't lay down a challenge like that and then walk
Persuasion.
off.
Frida, with no context of what this means,
Give me
is
a
going to
persuasion
attempt to make puppy dog eyes at her.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll.
With a bonus for puppy dog eyes.
Okay, I'll give you a +1. This is gonna be against her spirit. Oh, balls, I botched. Wait, no, I get 2 dice. What do I do? Oh! Oh! Okay. Alright, that sounds good to me.
I thought I did good, but I think you may have done more good.
Yeah, I've got 1 success. That's all I got.
I have a success and a raise.
Spend a penny. Spend a penny.
I mean, I'm only rolling d6s
Okay.
for this one.
So you got a success and a raise. She'll give you a look over.
Thomas will give her like the kind of the winning gambler smile. Just James is incapable of it, but Cat totally is.
Mi-
Gotta do this smug little grin.
Mr. Catlett, do you still have that handkerchief I loaned you?
Why, yes, I do, ma'am. And he will have it and have washed it.
Good, because when I win everything you own, you can still use that to cover your shame. Nobody wants to see that in public.
Oh, Abby. Oh.
Taking some notes.
And she'll sit down. All right, let's do this. Let's do a gambling. Okay, hold on 1 sec. I have to look something up because she has luck.
Oh, dang.
So I got to see what that
You know
does.
what? I might have to look at my magic too. Because if there's a time to cheat, it's now.
Don't forget, Kelly, you still have bennies too.
Oh, I know. That's why I said yes.
I don't know. I feel like the power play is to lose.
Oh, you know, like. No, the
I
power
don't
play
think
is
Frida
to
has
almost
a
win.
choice.
So she has extra bennies. All right, cool. So that's good. That's good to know. Okay. All right, let's do this. Gambling roll.
Yeah, but like Kel said, poor Frida thinking she's gonna win some kind of actual skin.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
Oh? No. Well, I have a success at least.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me just... How does she not have any of that? That's ridiculous.
And at the beginning of this game, before we came on, Kelly said he needed to change the warning because we didn't have sex in this game.
Yep, I did. I'm a fool. Okay.
I believe I said, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Doesn't it really? All right, so how many raises did you get, Thomas?
I've got 1 raise.
Oh, really? Is that it?
Yeah, I got a D12.
correct amount
and
for an
I
adult
have
male.
not cheated right now.
All right, so you can only do 1 raise every what? If your raise lasts longer than 4 hours. So wait, what is it's under smarts, right?
Yeah.
Gambling.
Okay, I gotta remember to roll the right damn dice. Okay, cool. All right, so who got raises? Hold up, how many raises you got? Okay, so you are gonna win the first hand, no problem at all. We're gonna do best of 3 to see who wins down to skivvies.
Okay.
All right, let's roll
Wait,
again.
am I supposed to be rolling my smarts die at a -2?
Yes.
I have been rolling a D4 at a -2.
I thought it was supposed to be a D4
Oh, wait.
if you didn't
Pardon
have the
me. So
exact
you
thing.
roll. You're right. So you roll a D4 and you roll a D6 because you're a wild card.
Yeah, okay. So I have been doing it right. Carry on.
Okay.
I wish it was the other way. That'd be right.
Oh.
Well, I hate to say it, but my trouble magnet showed up. I just rolled double ones.
Okay.
Oh, right. This is round 2, right?
Round 2.
I see. How did things go for us in round 1?
Round 1. I'm assuming that like hats are off, vests are off.
I have a success in a raise.
Nice.
Trenton's not taking his hat off. If he has to lose everything else, his hat stays.
Okay.
Wait,
so you're-
no. It's at a -2 and the D6 as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I just got a 6 then. Sorry, I was too
Okay,
excited.
6
I'm still excited.
Okay. What'd you get, Ida? You're not.
I'm not
okay.
playing. No, I've
Okay.
walked off. I've wandered
Trenton,
off.
you got
I'm gonna
double
go talk
ones.
to Arthur.
So Trenton, and you're gonna lose hard. You're basically down to boots, hat, and what passes as boxer shorts right now.
It's probably my bandana.
Your boots. You got a
I was
band.
gonna say like long
Which-
johns.
which-
It's your
which is
victory
like-
flag.
Tactically placed.
Your flag and tackle. All right. So Ida, you're down to like your shirt and pants and your boots. Same thing with Abigail. Thomas.
I think you went Frida.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Frida.
I've got 1 and a raise.
Oh, okay. So Frida, you're down to boots.
What?
So you're down to.
with the overalls.
Okay, so you're just keeping the overalls on. Boots are gone. Socks are gone. Does she wear a brassiere?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she wears any type of
This is
support.
an exciting game.
Okay, so you're down to your
This is what you
overalls.
call a risque game.
Abigail is gonna tie you, Thomas.
Oh.
So you're both basically in shirts and pants, and she's gonna just glance over
Do I get
Frida.
them back afterwards? How does this work?
You gotta win it
You
back.
have to win there. Yeah.
Well,
Or
This is
endure
a
on the
fa-
good graces of the victor.
fantastic little teaching lesson here. One moment, please. Just checking what else I can do with bennies.
Okay.
What else can I do with a stick of
I mean, a
dynamite or
number
some
of
mad
these will hurt
science
the
to win this
Moors.
poker
I
game?
think there's been 4 hurt the Moors. I feel
I've
like you
used
could use
3.
those.
I've used 3. It's great.
You've got
Okay.
one more.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. Okay.
Oh,
I might need some people to buy
okay,
me
that
some
was sort of a
inspiration.
cock die. I'm gonna reroll it. Okay, not as good as last time. I have
Ooh.
1 success still.
One success.
I think I'm gonna spend a Benny just to see if I can roll better.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I still got Benny.
Oh,
so
I
I'm
do.
using more.
All right, hold on.
I still only have 1 success, but it's a cooler 1 success. This -2 is killing me. But it's
Yeah, I
not
know,
like
it's
she's ever gonna learn how to gamble. Oh, Lindsay, thank you for the determination. Appreciate it.
This is great.
Oh,
I just
Dice
walked
rolling
off
over
with
there.
a drink.
hold on. I gotta do. Okay, sounds
Oh,
good.
Thomas,
So-
you got a determination.
Yay! Thanks, Random.
okay, I have 1 Benny left. Okay, so hold on. Let me do the math on this. So that's
Yeah.
okay. All right. So going around the list, let's see. Trenton, are you still in the game with nothing? You still got your pride and your boots and your hat.
No, I yeah, boots and hat and my bandana like barely around my nethers, and yeah, I'm still in.
Okay. All right. On the count of 3, hold up your hand, and let's start it off with how many raises you get. Starting with 1. Everybody who got 1 raise, hold your hand.
I just had a success, no raises.
All right. So Frida, you are gonna lose it all, except the goggles.
They do nothing.
Okay. 2 raises. 3 raises. 4 raises.
No, I'm out.
She got a 21 after penalties.
Wow.
So
Damn.
y'all are gonna be down to your pride and joys, and Abigail's gonna have a pile of clothes in front of her.
I love her.
Frida's internal debate is whether or not the goggles do something. She blinds everyone, takes her clothes, and runs.
Now I'll be willing to sell these all back to y'all.
Well, I'm not quite out of it yet. But I have to admit, that was
I
most
see
spectacular.
everything.
You never ever see a straight flush coming, do you?
That was excellently.
All right. Well, tell you what, Mr. Catlett, you still have a pair of boxer shorts on. If you want.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I don't think I'm very good at this game.
All right. So just me and you. Okay.
Go make that a private game.
I'm gonna spend 1 Benny.
Okay. I'm gonna spend my last penny too. Anybody who wants to buy a Hurt Them More for me for Abby's sake, do it now.
The battle for the skivvies.
This is the final countdown for the skivvies. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
You know what I think I can do better? I'm gonna spend my last
Do
penny.
it,
I've
do
got
it, okay.
because I have one.
You gotta take what you roll though.
It's the time to- Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, no, don't tell me, don't make any noises. I don't want to hear how good it was or how bad it was. And I'm just checking a rule for rolls. Okay, if you have... Okay, I just have to check one thing real quick. Do you remember what page it was that tells you the -2 rules? If you don't
that's
have...
like.
Is it
That sounds
under-
like a general penalty that you apply.
Yeah,
to
but where is it?
anyone.
Because it's in a weird place in the core book.
I think it's right near the start because it's just like that's just the basic difficulty stuff.
So is it under... It's not under characters then, it's under... rules? Trait rolls. Let's see. Using bennies. Unskilled attempts. Okay. Okay, cool. I got it.
The nerdiest game of strip poker.
Right?
Okay. All right. So,
I'm at 0.
what did you get?
I have 11.
Oh, raises?
No, cuts. No, not that many raises. I have 11, so I have 2 raises. So I've got basically one in a raise.
I rolled a with the -2 penalty for unskilled because apparently she doesn't have any gambling ability until after this episode. She is gonna walk away with a 0 and a 1. I rolled a 2 on the D4 and a 1 on the D6 with a -2 penalty.
Oh, did I just all? Or
So she is gonna, and you know what the worst part is? I spent my last Benny. Guess what I rolled? The exact same thing.
oh
No.
So you are gonna get all in, and as she's like unbuttoning her shirt, she slides off her pants. She's unbuttoning her shirts. You're seeing just the slightest bit of
I would like
under
to take an
cleavage.
action.
Yes, go ahead.
I would like to flashbang everyone.
of course.
Put some goggles on.
Do it.
Flashbang all of us. Grab her to save her dignity. Frida doesn't give a shit about her own, but she does about Abby's.
Ladies and gentlemen, fade to white.
Fade to white. All right, Frida, spend that point.
So, see goggles do something.
So a naked German scientist drops goggles after dropping trowel and goes, "I'll save you!" All right, maybe the roll. Let's do it. And someone clip this.
I just gotta pull it up. Hang on. Where is Dun, 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 dun. It is on page 156.
I would be totally fine with just relenting and letting her do it.
Yeah, I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it.
Well, just go for it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Why not?
So I guess it's 3 power points. I'm spending +2 to make it a medium blast template. And spending an extra 1 to make it strong. So the vigor roll is made at a -2. So everyone has to
I think that we're just gonna relent and let the scene play out.
Victim automatically
Yeah,
shake off
just
the
the-
effect of the vigor roll as a free action at the end of the following turns. Oh, you're just straight up hit with this. That's just how it
Yeah,
goes.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Shayna?
Everyone is blinded.
Yeah. She's going to say, you have to keep some secrets. Hand her clothes, take her own clothes, and grab her and scoot off.
Can you do me a favor? Roll me a d6 just for fun.
Sure. Does it explode?
Did you get a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you end up with the correct clothes. So the next day, people aren't wondering why you've changed each other's clothes. Okay, good. That's just I just
That's
wanted
good,
to.
yes.
Okay. All right. So you are going to have a little hootenanny, rush away, and yeah. So that's going to be how that game of strip poker ends.
The flash goes off. Ida's off somewhere, sees what the comes and looks over, sees Ida and Abigail, Frida and Abigail running away.
Hold on, I got something for this.
Trenton's stumbling all over. Yeah, Catlett. She's gonna walk over, steal this, grab another bottle of something, and walk back to where she was.
I imagine Catlett like running around a little bit and then collapsing into someone's tent and the whole
Oh
thing.
my god, yes.
What are you doing in my tent? Get out of here! Kick, kick.
Ah! Who is that?
That is. Oh, that's you. Oh, you know what? You are going to crash into Ashley Lott's tent as he was having some private time. And he's going to come out and he's going to try to bop you one. And it's going to turn into a whole thing with people chasing each other, mostly naked.
Oh my god.
It is an,
I'm just imagining like, yeah, Catlett being like bleary-eyed, kind of blinking through, trying to make out who it was. Like,
Just before getting bopped in the face.
all right. And that is how the night is going to end.
Christ.
Fabulous.
All
What
right.
an absolute gosh darn mess.
All right. The next day, y'all are still chuckling a little about this. Your eyes are still a little sore, Thomas, and one of them's a little bit black from either falling or getting socked one. You tell me. Yeah, a few days pass, and you've made it far from the Farley homestead. Things are pretty good mood overall. That is, of course, until at the back of the drive, Sutter comes toward you. He hawks, spits deep into the ground, and well, looks like we got a problem. I sent a pair of hands off to Dogleg. It's a small town about a day's ride to the west. Off to scout for provisions. They ain't come back yet. I'm more than a little worried they've been running afoul of any of the natives, the border raiders, bandits, or even that Galt fellow the Farley boys mentioned. Y'all are a bit more competent with trouble than the others. So how about you ride over to Dogleg and see if you can find them yourselves. I'm gonna keep the... Sounds good.
Oh, who'd you send?
Ooh, that's a good point. He sent off 369. Damn, I'm fine. To get to go rock to me one more time. Pardon me one moment. Whoop. He sent off. He sent off 2
Consult the
people.
lists.
He said he sent a pair off. Okay, so that's funny. Well, I sent Ed and Mac out there. Mac Clinton, that is, for those of you. And Ed is the
young
Kelsey
boy.
Grammer sounding guy.
Oh no, okay.
Ed
thought Ed
Peck
was
is
the young
is
kid.
basically Kelsey Grammer with the heightened New England accent.
Oh, right. So fancy.
Perfect.
I sent them out there. We're gonna keep.
I'm gonna make an eye at Ida.
I'm Frida, you're Ida.
Why can't I do this? I was like, I don't get mixed up. There's one that starts with F, one starts with I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You head out there and see if you can find them yahoos. And I'm gonna keep the drive moving north. If you're delayed or lose the trail, I'll wait for you outside I'll wait for you outside exposition. About 2 days to the north.
It sounds like the most meta sentence ever.
I know,
uttered.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, best of luck. You should be back before long, though. Probably nothing bad gonna happen to you there. You keep your wits about you. What's the worst that could happen?
Don't say that.
It's like knocking on wood, and I can't quite reach Catlett's head.
Hey now.
Or
Donk,
other
donk.
parts I heard about with my kin. He'll just kind of lean forward on his horse, grabbing the pommel, and give you the milky eye, you know. Oh, pick up some chaw while you're out there. A couple of us are running low on tobacco. Well, go on. Get it. And with that, you'll start legging it toward Dogleg. As you do, well, there's a sense of impending trouble on the horizon, which we'll discover next episode. So definitely come back, see us in a pair of weeks here. We'll be back in 2 weeks with episode 10, Legal Troubles. I know, right?
Oh no.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. This is the part of the game that actually gets like more interesting from like a narrative perspective, because you actually do some Old West stuff rather than just like, we're gonna roll to see if a horse likes us, which is a good roll. Don't get me wrong, but like, you know, yeah.
It's
finally a town.
It's specifically important to me. Just a horse like me.
Yes, that's
With
what
all
I
8 of its eyes.
Come to my birthday party.
Das ist das birthday?
Does the horse have cravings for human brains?
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
I
what
gotta-
Germany sounds like. Who knows what's going on?
I can
I
finally
don't
get
think
a
she's ever
journal
claimed to
for
be
Arthur.
from Germany.
No, she hasn't. We just assumed.
She's called
because of the
herself
accent.
Russian before, but that's about it.
That's great. That's great.
Amazing.
All right.
Oh,
That's great. All right, so folks, that's going to be it from us tonight. I want to do a quick shout out to my patrons over at patreon.com/dorktales, who allow these games to happen by being our fantastic supporters. My divine producer, DM Michael Gray, my demonic producers, Precarious and Soul Omen, and my princes of the Patreon, Taryn, Buddy, Trizelta, and Eolus. You all are amazing. We love you so much. Thank you for joining us for this strip poker love triangle polygon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Thanks for not letting
Like,
Deadlands get
polyamorous
boring, guys. I
bisexual
appreciate it.
I love it.
I love it too. We'll be back in 2 weeks, so don't forget to come back for the next episode of Deadlands in 2 weeks, and be sure to come back tomorrow night for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, among some other games, including Thursday night, which is the premiere, episode 0 of Call of the Netherdeep. Find out who the Netherdeep is, why it keeps calling, and what it needs to know about our extended car warranty. This Thursday at 6 p.m. We're going to start at 6. We're going to raid into Critical Role after that, so join us. It'll be great for your critical rolls and your critical moles. We'll see you next time, everybody. Good night.
It's a critical mole.
Critical mole.
It was what game was that in? You played.
I
the
really
mole?
dig this.